Yoruba nation, up Yoruba nation. Up Yoruba nation, up Yoruba nation, up Yoruba nation, up Akitoye, up Igboho Òòṣà. Mo lè ti rí bàbá jìjìnrìn yìí. Tí dára show fídíò ẹ̀ yìí. Mo lè ti rí àgbàlagbà òpònú yìí. Mo lè ti rí bàbá tí ò nọ́gbọ́n lórí yìí. Níbo lè ti rí àwọn àgbà òṣìkà tó gbẹ̀yìn lé tó pàtàkì tàn fún wa. Níbo ni Sunday Igboho ti ṣe Yorùbá nation mọ́? Ṣé bàbá yìí nọ́mà? Ṣé bàbá yìí nọ́mà? Àgbàlagbà tó ń rorí bí ọmọ 10 years old. Ẹ tẹ̀sí lójú. Bàbá tó sọ̀rọ̀ lórí dára yìí. Tí dára show fídíò ẹ̀. Ẹ tẹ̀sí bàbá yìí lójú. Ọ̀rọ̀ òmùgọ̀ ni bàbá yìí sọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ òpònú. Ẹ wo àwọn àgbàyà tó gbẹ̀yìn lé. Ẹ wo àwọn àgbàyà tó jókòó sí di màdàrú. Ṣé Catholic ṣe make sense? Báwo lè ní bá kádélé wá láti wá gba ìjọba lọ́wọ́ democratic government? Ṣé bàbá yìí sórí bàbá yìí pé? Ṣé irú àwọn bàbá ilé ẹ̀ka máa gbàrò ẹ̀? Ẹ má fún wa lọ́rọ̀ dídìrín mọ́. Ẹ má fún wa lọ́rọ̀ dídìrín mọ́. Ẹ má repeat irú àwọn tí ò ná gbọ́ báyìí lágbàlagbà. Up Yoruba nation, up Yoruba nation, Yoruba nation we stand. Yoruba nation Akitoye àti Igboho we stand. Any other thing, counterfeit. Counterfeit.
Mokewugua, and welcome once again to the Friday broadcast as we go into the conversation. Share the program and let me know in the comment section if 3 square meal is still some kind of option in Nigeria today. Ṣé ẹ̀ráyè jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́? Àbó ti di méjì, àbó ti di ẹyọkan. Mo ń bọ̀ mo ti dé.
I am a member of Yoruba Nation. I am not party to that rubbish they are doing. Immediately it happened, I called Sunday Igboho. He said, Baba mi ò mọ́wọ́ mi ò mẹ́sẹ̀ nú ẹ o. I said, okay. I am a member of Yoruba Nation. I am not party to that rubbish they are doing. Immediately it happened, I called Sunday Igboho. He said, Baba mi ò mọ́wọ́ mi ò mẹ́sẹ̀ nú ẹ o. I said, okay. I am a member of Yoruba Nation. I am not party to that rubbish they are doing. Immediately it happened, I called Sunday Igboho. He said, Baba mi ò mọ́wọ́ mi ò mẹ́sẹ̀ nú ẹ o. I said, okay. I am a member of Yoruba Nation. I am not party to that rubbish they are doing. Immediately it happened, I called Sunday Igboho. He said, Baba mi ò mọ́wọ́ mi ò mẹ́sẹ̀ nú ẹ o. I said, okay. I am a member.
That is Babawa Oba Orile Kenta tí wọ́n bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò mo ti dé.
Thinking about how we've been having this conversation about the unity of Nigeria. And I reflect back at some of the prominent statements made by some of our founding leaders. And I feel that probably this will help us to have a conversation on the Nigerian unity. I just brought forth, not to bore you. First, and I quote, not my statement, Nigeria is not a nation. It's a mere geographical expression. There are no Nigerians in the same sense as there are English, Welsh, or French. The word Nigerian is merely a distinctive appellation to distinguish those who live within the boundaries of Nigeria from those who do not. This is accredited to Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the former Prime Minister of the Western region. The second one, and I quote, it is true that we politicians always delight in talking loosely about the unity of Nigeria. 60 years ago, there was no country called Nigeria. What is now Nigeria consisted of several large and small communities, all of which were different in their outlooks and beliefs. The advent of the British and that of Western education has not materially altered the situation, and the and in many and varied communities have not knit themselves into a composite unit. This is accredited to Sir Amadou Bello, former Premier of Northern Region. The third, and I quote, since 1914, the British government has been trying to make Nigeria into one country. But the Nigerian people themselves are historically different in their backgrounds, in their religious beliefs and customs, and do not show themselves any sign of willingness to unite. The Nigerian unity is only a British intention for the country. This is...
How many of you can have 3 square meals? That is the question I'm asking. Ìyàn mélòó ló lè jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ ní Nàìjíríà? Mo ń bọ̀ mo tí dé.
I pray God will give Asiwaju the courage to do it, because it will affect even himself. It will affect all the APC powers. It will affect all the MDs of banks. The MDs of banks are the destroyer of this system. The powerful, the high and the mighty. He is stepping on their toes. I pray God give him the grace to do it. The next thing he should do, tell him if you know him, is to restructure this country. Nigeria is a fraud. One particular tribe repressing the whole of us. Did you hear what Central Bank governor wants to do? Just a department, the operation department of Central Bank, to be moved back to Lagos, where you have 99% of the headquarters of bank. The North is agitating. Don't take Abuja back to Lagos. They don't care. If you all become beggars, it's okay for their oligarchic mentality. I talk like no other pastor talk. I talk like no other pastor talk. Because I have seen into governance, I have seen into the church. And I know where the problem is in this country. Are you hearing me? They may not like what I'm saying, but they cannot dispute the truth. This country cannot go on like this. Okay, I was talking about those who migrated. I don't blame those that want to japa. You know, initially I was saying don't japa. Do you hear me say that again? Japa if you want to japa. Because you look at the country and say, what future? If it goes on like this, what future? If it goes on like this, civil war is imminent. If it goes on like this, military intervention is imminent. Do we want to go back to that? No. Something must happen. I have always believed that something must happen. Do you see the way we pray in this church? Make Nigeria one. We don't pray. Nigeria is not one, and it can never be one. We are different nations tied together by force. We should still be one country, but let everyone govern itself the way he likes. Are you hearing me? Let the Niger Delta have their oil. Let the East have their resources. Let the Yoruba people have their resources. Let the North have their resources. Let them manage their security. Give them state police. Let everybody guard his borders. Let everybody generate his economy. Why must you generate oil in the Niger Delta and take it to the North? Why must you generate IGR here, or the VATs, and take it to the North? That generate nothing. The 10 key northern states have Sharia. Sharia says no to alcohol. Sharia says no to tobacco. But alcohol and tobacco is what give us VAT here. And you take the money from there to spend where you say you don't want, but you like the money. Fraud, unfairness, injustice. Where did we sit down to make Nigeria 36 states? Where did we sit down? Nigeria was negotiated 3 regions. North, West, East. 1963, by plebiscite, Midwest came in. Where did we sit down and say we shall be 36 states plus Abuja, and the biggest one taken to the North? More local governments. Then we came with federal character. You are qualified, but from the tribe you came from, you can't be qualified. Now, you can't pass any law in that National Assembly without Northern approval. They are in larger quantity. Deliberately made so. So how do we go from there?
That is Pastor Femi there. èèyàn mélòó ló ń jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ ní Nàìjíríà? Òun ni ìbéèrè tí mò ń béèrè, mo ti gbọ́sẹ́.
Igbo, or whatever you have said, it's not ignorable in the circumstance that we have found ourselves. It cannot be used positively to make peace, rather than condemn him, ask him to go, you should arrest him and put him behind bars. That's not the story now. A situation we have found ourselves calls for everyone to come to round table and appeal to their people. Sunday Igboho might not be the best of persons, but the fact remains, when crises, when they come from the lower cadre people in the society, and they're the ones that can talk to their people. The big men stay in their house, send people out to go and resolve it. My appeal is that Sunday Igboho, no matter how stupid or how you perceived him, he must be brought and be used positively in the resolution of this crisis. So that's my view. So
that's the former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose. Mo ní èèyàn mélòó ló ń jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ ní Nàìjíríà tètè ní tí dá mi lóhùn, ẹ bá ń fi sínú comment section. Mo ń bọ̀ mo ti dé.
Wọ́n ní mi sí ìjọba, mo ń lọ ń dá sí nǹkan tí ó kàn mí, ṣùgbọ́n tó kàn mí mo dá sí torí pé ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí. Bí ìjọba bá wà tí ò sí ẹ̀tọ́ tó yẹ kó ṣe fún aráàlú tí wọ́n dìbò fún tó jẹ́ ìjọba lé lórí, tí ìjọba bá wà tí ààbò bá sí fún aráàlú tó lóòsè ìjọba lé lórí, aráàlú dìde fúnra ẹ̀. Kì í ṣe pé mo pàṣẹ àbí mo dédé pàṣẹ àbí mo kàn sọ nǹkan tí ó wá látọkàn mi. Nǹkan tó fa ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ni pé ẹni èwo láti bí ijọ́ mélòó kan sìn bí ọ̀sẹ̀ bíi méjì sìn nípa ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn Fúlàní tó wà ní gbogbo Ìbàràpá. Ẹ wo dókítà wa, Dr. Fatai, PhD doctor, ọmọ Yorùbá tó kàwé tó gboyè, ó wá lọ sí lóyìnbó ní àìníye ọdún ó lọ ṣiṣẹ́.
Èèyàn mélòó ló ń jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ ní Nàìjíríà?
Ó wá lọ lu bàbá ẹ̀ ní gangan. Ó dá oko àgbàdo, ẹ̀gẹ́, iṣu, oríṣiríṣi nǹkan, soya beans. Ó dẹ̀ gba ọmọ wa ní gangan bẹ́ẹ̀ náà sí bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀tẹ́ tó ń bá ṣiṣẹ́. Fúlàní wa jẹ oko ẹ̀. Ó wá gbéra láti lọ bá àwọn Fúlàní yìí sọ̀rọ̀, láti lọ bá Sẹ́ríkì Fúlàní pé ẹ wá wo ohun tí àwọn ọmọ yín ṣe lórí oko mi, kò yẹ kó rí báyìí lórí ilẹ̀ bàbá mi. Wọ́n dẹ̀ dé lókun bẹ́ẹ̀ náà, wọ́n dẹ̀ sàpà. Àìmọye yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ tá a lè múrúkọ wọn làwọn Fúlàní yìí bẹ́ lórí tí wọ́n pa wọ́n. Wọ́n jí àwọn kan gbé, ẹni tó bá gbowó tó kéré lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ wọ́n gba 7 million, wọ́n gba 10 million, wọ́n gba 11 million lórí ilẹ̀ bàbá wa. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dùn mí, ó bà mí lọ́kàn jẹ́ gan. Pé tá a bá torí pé tó Ọlọ́run gbà fáwa, àwa ará àwọn ọmọ tí tẹ̀lé wa tó ń ṣààbò fún wa, àwọn tí ọ̀lẹ́ni tí ó tẹ̀lé wọn kọ́, ìdí nìyí tó mú mi lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn. Ìgbà tí mo dẹ̀ débẹ̀, ohun tí mo lọ fún ni pé láti lọ bá a pé ṣé gbogbo tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí lórí ilẹ̀ wa sọ́dá, ẹ ti ń gbé pẹ̀lú wa, adẹ̀fàyè gba yín, àbá yín jà, àṣẹ nǹkan jàǹbá fún yín. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ni mò ń bá Sẹ́ríkì sọ̀rọ̀ làwọn ọmọ rẹ̀ yíyọ̀bọ̀n sí mi. Mo gba ìbọn yẹn lọ́wọ́ ìkan yọ àké àgbà, ìkejì tún yọ ìbọn mi. Ìyẹn ti ẹ̀yìn ẹni bá wọnú fídíò yẹn, tọ́ra fídíò wọn, ó yin ìbọn yẹn sí mi kí n tó lọ́bọ̀ yẹn mọ́ lọ́wọ́. Ẹ bá gbọ́ fídíò yẹn pé ìbọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dáhùn bẹ́ẹ̀, wọ́n yin ìbọn sí mi bẹ́ẹ̀ kí n tó bájà wá ẹ̀yìn pípù yìí, tí n bá bájà wá ẹ̀ ní dúró. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ti wá lè wá àtúnṣe sí ọ̀rọ̀ jíjígbé àti pépà àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wa àtàwọn àti wa àbọ̀dá wa àtàwọn ìyá mi àtàwọn bàbá mi tẹ́ ẹ̀ ó fẹ́ tàkẹ́ forí lẹ̀ bàbá wa lẹ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ náà ń fà yìí sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀sìn kí sọ̀rọ̀ ọjà. Àwọn kan jẹ́ wọ́n fẹ́ pa àwọn mùsùlùmí, kílọ̀kàn mi kan mùsùlùmí, kílọ̀kàn mi kan kírísítẹ̀, kílọ̀kàn mi kan. Gbogbo ń tà ń fà yìí èmi ò ní ìdí kẹ́kẹ́, àlàáfíà Yorùbá ni mò ń wá mi fẹ́ kankan bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n ń dúnkokò.
Àwọn tó ń dúnkokò dẹ̀ mọ̀. Àwọn tó ń dúnkokò dẹ̀ mọ̀.
Wọ́n ń dúnkokò ntọ́lọ́hún. Táwọn tí ń dúnkokò náà mọ̀ pé àwọn
dúnkokò mọ̀.
Ohun tí ì jẹ́ kí ẹrù bà mí ni pé ó ń bẹ nínú Bíbélì pé tí yẹn bá ń jà fún ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ lórí nǹkan bàbá rẹ̀ tó bá kú síbẹ̀ sí nǹkan kan
àtẹni kú síbẹ̀
torí pé ó mọ̀ pé
àní kú síbẹ̀
gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn fúngbà díẹ̀ ni.
èèyàn mélòó ló ń jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ àwọn èèyàn dá mi lóhùn.
láti bí ìjẹ ẹni tọrọ ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹsìn ni wọ́n ti ń pè mí wọ́n fẹ́ wá wọ́n máa arrest mi wọ́n ti ń sẹ́ni mẹ́sẹ̀jì oríṣiríṣi tó fẹ́ wá gbé mi nílé.
mo bá wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ mo bá yín lẹ́nu chief ní 2021 lẹ́ ń sọ yìí.
gbogbo àwọn ọba tó wà pátápátá inú wọn dùn wọ́n sì fọwọ́ sí pé ìyá sí ìyá àwọn etí tó àwọn òfin lórí ilẹ̀ bàbá wọn mọ́ pípa ti tó àwọn tí wọ́n ń pa iná làwọn jọba lé lórí.
kí ló dé.
tí fídíò sì wà àwọn ọba gan ni wọ́n pè mí pé ìyà tí ń jẹ àwọn yìí ti tó àwọn tí wọ́n ń pa àwọn ọmọ àwọn tó ń pa yìí lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la àwọn náà làwọn sì jọba lé lórí ó ti tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kò sí àgbààgbà Yorùbá tínú rẹ̀ òdò sí pé kò sínú àgbẹ̀ ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n náà ni ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n bàbá wa ní inú tí wọ́n ní òdò bí wọ́n ṣe ń pa wá bí Fúlàní ṣe ń jí wa gbé tó ń gbowó lálá lọ́wọ́ nínú ogun ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n kọ́ bà wọ́n yọ wọ́n nípò bí tí wọ́n wà sẹ́wọ̀n yìí pé ńgbà tí wọ́n ń jí àwọn aráàlú gbé tó ń pa wọ́n
ọ lọ jí ọmọ bàbá
gàngàn sọ̀rọ̀ ń bọ̀ ya wọ́n lọ jí ọmọ ọba gàngàn gbé ọmọ ọba tí ń bẹ lórí yẹn gàngàn lọ́wọ́ wọ́n jí ọmọ bàbá gàngàn gbé fúnra ẹ̀ gbogbo díẹ̀ bí wọ́n sì gba 4 million lọ́wọ́ bàbá kan tó gbọ́ ọmọ bàbá fún bàbá àwọn Fúlàní torí pé ń bọ̀ ọba ya ayé ti gba àwọn Fúlàní ìdèbí pé wọ́n wá gbé ọba fúnra ẹ̀ náà àfẹ́ wọ́n ní kọlọ̀ gbogbo wàhálà lọ́dọ̀ dáwọ́dọ̀
lẹ́yìn tẹ́ ṣe fídíò yìí wọ́n ti bọ́ bá lẹ́kìtì
a sì dákẹ́ a sì sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn bàbá wa dẹ̀ dákẹ́.
wọ́n dákẹ́ àwa dákẹ́ mọ́ báyìí mo ní èèyàn mélòó ló ń jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ ní Nigeria of today ẹ bá ń fi sínú comment section gbóhùn sókè.
àtúrọ̀ ọmọ pure water báyìí pé kó lọ ra pure water wa pure water ń sìn ó ti di méjì báàgì méjì 500 kí ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀.
kí ló dé gan.
èwo ló tún ṣẹlẹ̀ báyìí kí ló tún kọ́ pure water omi tá fi ń dáná kí ló dé pé gbogbo nǹkan báyìí ìnira ti pọ̀ jù Lagos State yìí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tẹ́ ń ta pure water láti inú mọ́tò méjì 500 méjì báàgì méjì 500 láti inú mọ́tò àwọn tó máa tún ta kọ́lé ló máa tà.
ní ọkàn wọ kí ni kàn pẹ̀lú
yìí. kí ló pé ìnira á pọ̀ jù ní Nàìjíríà ìnira ti pọ̀ jù. àtìgbà tí Buhari ti bọ́lẹ̀ báyìí ni Buhari ti gbé lọ́ọ̀fù ló ti gbé ìfẹ́ lọ kò sífẹ̀ẹ́ mọ́ ìnira ayé ti pọ̀ ju epo wọn àsọ̀rọ̀ gàrí wọn àsọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo nǹkan wọn àsọ̀rọ̀ ṣé bí ọ̀tà omi náà mu lẹ́tún jẹ́ kó wọ́n omi jọ́sọ omi tọ́lọ́run dá tó ṣe pé bóyá pé kínní òun lẹ́tún jẹ́ kó wọ́n níbo la ń lọ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà níbo la ń lọ tó bá yẹ pé ogun la máa jà tí gbogbo wèrè yìí máa fi sọ́ọ̀f tó bá yẹ pé ogun la máa jà tí gbogbo ìyà tí àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù jẹ yìí láti ní jẹmọ ẹ jẹ́ ká kúkú jagun ẹ tó bá máa kú kó kú ẹ tó bá máa yè kó yè ìnira àdẹ́ni wọn lára yóò ti pọ̀ jù ẹ̀yin nìkan lè gbádùn kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gan ṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ gbé wáyé wọlé síbẹ̀ ni. Why? Will something be like this?
Something be like this.
Who's there? Nigeria go sweet.
Oh, this sweet. My parọ́ fún ẹ̀rọ long pa. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè. Comrade.
Very clear. We made a declaration saying that it's too late for restructuring in Nigeria. You will remember in 1962 there was a massive problem in Nigeria when Awolowo was arrested. Our people talked to us. There was crisis for over 4 years that led to the coup. There was a Yoruba meeting of elders called the Yoruba Leaders of Thought. We relented. The thing continued. Yoruba has continued to lose ground since that time. In 1993, there was the annulment of the June 12 election. Shiju Ade, the former Ooni, spoke.
Mo fojú pa yín rẹ́ bàbá lẹ́kìtì ẹ̀yin ni máa kọ́kọ́ kí lórí ètò mo kí bàbá dáadáa ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun ẹ̀jẹ̀ ara yín ò ní gbẹ gbogbo ẹni tó bá níran Yorùbá ò ní débẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń febi pa wá èmi ti jẹ cornflakes àgbàdo òun ló fi ń ṣe àti milk tí màálù tó ń jẹ́ pé ó ń dissolve dáadáa tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé gbogbo tí mo jẹ yìí tá bá calculate kò tí ì pé £1. That's about 1,400 naira lówó láàárọ̀ yìí mo wá ń béèrè pé bàbá rẹ̀ tó ń jẹ cornflakes náà tàbá rẹ̀ tó ń jẹ mílìkì ara máa dán ìta ń béèrè fún nìyẹn pé ìjà ṣe rẹ̀ tó ń jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ ní Nàìjíríà mo kí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí bàbá lẹ́kìtì káàbọ̀ sórí.
Said Yoruba should go ahead and conduct an election. We did. It led to nothing. The same thing happened 1998, just before the handover to the democratic elected government.
Okay.
Yoruba did not want to go for anything like Nigeria again. Okay. But then it failed. Look at where we are. Yoruba has been losing ground since 1914. Wow. And we are just tired. We are not for restructuring. It's too late for restructuring in Nigeria. It's too late for sovereign national conference. It's too late for resource control. What we want now is Oduduwa Republic. And we are very categorical about that. We have made that very clear. We have made declarations, and we are very serious about our demands. Every region just go to its own tent. Yoruba wants to be on its own because the problem that Yoruba has is Nigeria. Nigeria is the problem, is the impediment to Yoruba development. Is the impediment to Oduduwa development. Without Nigeria, we won't be where we are. 1962, we were far ahead of South Korea and North Korea. We were far ahead of China even. We had television before France. We had radio before South Africa. Now look at where we are today. I think it's a shame that even any Yoruba man can be talking about restructuring at this point in time.
If you are not a Yoruba speaking, you will not get the message today. I am speaking this direct message to our Yoruba people. So if you are one of those that doesn't understand Yoruba, we will try, but èdè Yoruba ló pọ̀jù tá fẹ́ fi sọ̀rọ̀. Ntí Tinubu máa sọ fún àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re lánàá ni pé òun ò ní lè pín Nàìjíríà o. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ń fọkàn sí pé Tinubu máa pín Nàìjíríà, ó náà ò ní lè pín Nàìjíríà. Mo ń bọ̀.
What are we restructuring? This country that is already shot to pieces? I don't think that's what we want. But they're always talking about giving Nigeria a chance. The patience of Yoruba with Nigeria has come to an end.
Ó náà ti dòpin, mo níyàn mélòó ló ń jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ ìyẹn nílùú Nàìjíríà. Ẹ jẹ́ play ẹyọ kan sí ká tó wá play anthem wa. Ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́ eléyìí náà, mo ń bọ̀.
Lè bá ìdá mi o. Lè sá o.
Lè wẹ ká sọ.
Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ mọ̀ mí.
Rárá sá.
Èmi náà sì mọ̀ yín. Èmi táwọn ìwọ̀n èsè pásítọ̀ o, wọ́n sì sáàfà. Àmọ́ mo lẹ́bùn ràn.
Ẹ máa ríran.
Màmá ríran. Mo ṣe ń bọ̀ látọ̀ ọ̀kan tí mò ń wò yín. Làmú mi rí i pé bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní mú bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí mu.
Pé kí ni? In tó ní òun ríran yẹn, in tíyàn máa ń ní nínú ilé ni, o ní láti ṣe lọ sí títì. O ṣe máa lọ wá yẹn. Wà á kọ́ lọ sínú kitchen ẹ. Tó bá wá dénú kitchen. Tó bá dénú kitchen. Mo ní èèyàn mélòó lè bí ń pa lénìí àti pé kí ló ń fa ibi gan. Ìtarákùnrin fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. In tó wà nú lé ni o ní láti ṣe máa jáde máa ṣe lọ rà á, ó gbọ́dọ̀ ní stock. Èmi náà bí ṣe máa ń fi mu gàrí nìyẹn. Kí wá sọ pé mo ríran. Mo ti ríran o. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá mo ti ríran o. Ìran kí ló rí Kóìkì? Mo ríran náà ni. But ebi ló ń pààyàn. Ọgbọ́n àrékèrèkè àti ríran àríran ìyẹn kọ́ là ń sọ. Àwọn èèyàn ń ríran. Akí bàbá wa Prophet Nasiru Lai. Akí gbogbo àwọn bàbá ńláńlá. Akí àwọn wòlíì. Akí àwọn oníṣẹ̀ṣe tó ń tẹfá tó ń ríran. Àmọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó náà ń ríran lénìí ebi ló ń pa o. Ebi ló ń pa. Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ti bá ń pélé ìwá. Tí mo bá ní owó kò ṣeé ṣe pé kọ́ bá mi rà á nílé. Kódà packaging ẹ̀ gan very poor. Ó kọ̀ yẹ pé ó gbẹ sínú ni. No packaging, no nothing. Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ta ilé sí ìlú òyìnbó? Báwo ṣe fẹ́ gbé? Ìyẹn ni mo ṣe wá rí pé tó bá jẹ́ pé mo bá rí èlé tó pọ̀ tó bá dé tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ó wà traceable torí ẹni bá jẹ́pà tó bá ní inú rò òun ní London tí mo dẹ̀ pé Kóìkì ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń tẹ́pà. Nígbà lọ́ máa ní bàbá ilẹ́pà. Bàbá ilẹ́pà, bàbá ilẹ́pà, bàbá ilẹ́pà. Níbo ló ti kó ẹ̀pà wá? Ó ti dá wàhálà lẹ̀ sí North Middlesex, ní sí Queen Hospital, King Hospital. Màá ní Nàìjíríà ni wọ́n ní ó bá má kó wá láti Nàìjíríà kí ló dé? Ìbáwọn North ló lẹ́pà bọ̀ kò wà traceable. A lè trace ẹ̀pà tí mò ń jẹ nísìnyí kò ṣe trace. A kàn ń jẹ látara pé kọ́lọ̀ má jẹ́ kí inú ròyìn ni. How do you want to sell this? Bí ṣe lè ta ni pé màá wá rí package ní London. Màá wá sọ pé produce in Nigeria but package in UK. Ẹ mọ̀ bí kan tí mo gbé yín lọ. Ẹ ní rántí tí mo sọ fún yín pé àwọn ará Spain pé wọ́n máa ń sẹ́ndì ọjà wá láti Spain wá sí UK. Ẹ̀pà yìí nísìnyí tí bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ra tó pọ̀ tí mo fẹ́ ṣe business ẹ kúkú ti ní àníṣẹ́. Ẹni àníṣẹ́ àmọ́ mò ń jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ nínú ilé mi yìí. kódà tó bá wùn mí tí bá fẹ́ mu gàrí pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ gàrí wà nínú ilé gàrí Ìjẹ̀bú. Ǹjẹ́ wọn náà tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá ní wákàtí lọ́sàn-án yìí nígbà tó máa kí Jímọ̀ ní gbogbo mọ́ṣáláṣí Jímọ̀ títí dé Tom Jones títí dé Èkìtì títí dé Oǹdó, ǹjẹ́ wọn náà lè wọlé kó wá jẹ ẹ̀pà àti gàrí? Bomb bastard! Adébí ń pa ẹ́ òòrò oúnjẹ mẹ́ta jẹ lójúmọ́, ó wá ní oríran, ó rí nothing, ó rí nothing, ebi ló ń pa ẹ́. Many of you today ojú yín ò rí nǹkan kan mọ́, ẹ ti mu gàrí títí ẹ lè jẹ rice, ẹ lè jẹ wà protein, ẹ lè jẹ àgbàdo. Mo rí nílẹ̀ Yíbò àwọn yẹn wá jí ẹyin, wọ́n kẹ́yin yẹn sábẹ́ ìyẹ̀pẹ̀. Mo ń sọ fún yín pé Mr. Dàpọ̀ ní Kóìkì mo rántí o, ṣé mọ̀ pé níbẹ̀ yẹn èmi ò tẹ̀wọ̀n káwọn Afghanistan náà tún ṣe business rẹpẹtẹ nílùú yìí. Bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ta lọ bá níbẹ̀. Ó máa ń kó ọjà wá láti Afghanistan. Kí ló ń kó wá? Ó ń kó àwọn nọ́ọ̀tì wá, wọ́n wá ń rí package ẹ̀ ní bíbá. Ìjẹ́rú business yẹn tí ó bá jẹ́ pé ilẹ̀ Haúsá ló ti máa fún wa, káwa máa kó wá gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá nation country, àwa máa rí package ẹ̀ láti ilẹ̀ wa. You are a bomb bastard. Ebi ló ń pa kò ríran. Ó ní òun ríran. Mo kí bàbá mi Prophet John Ogundele. Ẹ rí nothing. Ebi ló ń pa yín. 3 different bread. Àwọn ọmọ mi á tún máa ṣe yanbọ́yanbọ́. Màá máa sọ fún wọn pé which one do you want láàárọ̀? Wọ́n á ní I want brooch bread. Ìyá wọn gbọ́dọ̀ ra yẹn wálé. Torí pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn ní taste oríṣiríṣi. Kódà àwọn èèyàn ti ní Kóìkì yẹn máa jẹ white bread, máa jẹ́ kó jẹ́ brown. Torí pé ẹni tó wà nílùú òyìnbó ló mọ̀ yàtọ̀ pé brown àti white bread ó ní ìyàtọ̀. But ìwọ tó wà nílé, bàbá ìwà náà ń ríran. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa gbọ́ lọ. Ó náà òun ti ríran. Mo ní èèyàn mélòó ló ń jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ níbi tílẹ̀ ṣúdé ní Nàìjíríà lénìí. Àwọn ọba President Bọ́lá Tinubu jà a máa negotiate ni. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní ká bàjà no, government ò ní bá government jà wá negotiate up to the last kẹ́ tó máa wá think of the next option. A ṣe negotiate ni. Ṣèbó ṣẹ̀dé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Buhari lọ́dún mẹ́jọ, nínú ọdún mẹ́jọ yẹn kọ́ la bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá nation. Yorùbá nation bẹ̀rẹ̀ bíi 2019, àmọ́ àwọn kan ti ń ṣe káwa tó dé bẹ́ẹ̀. A kí wọn yìn wọ́n. Mo kí gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ wà lórí ìjókòó. Mo fojú pa yín rẹ́. Wọ́n náà wọ́n ríran, ìran kílẹ̀ ń rí, ẹ̀ rí nothing. Ebi ló ń pa púpọ̀ nu wa. Ebi. Mo dẹ̀ rí bọ̀bọ̀ kan àbíyàn kan lórí Twitter X. Ó ní gbogbo ẹ̀yin diaspora tẹ́ bá ti ń send owó ẹ̀ ń send ju 10,000 lọ. Ọmọ àlè. Ó máa dúpẹ́. Do you know what 10,000 naira is today? That's about almost £6. Ṣó mọ̀ pé minimum wage is £10.44. Mo kí ẹ̀yin tẹ̀sẹ̀ ń wọ UK ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Ẹ wá ṣe sùúrù díẹ̀ torí pé ìlú yìí yàtọ̀ sí ti Nàìjíríà tẹ́ ti ń bọ̀. Gbogbo mentality yín ẹ dá sí border ẹ wá fix ti bíbá láti fi ṣe kíni láti lè fi gbé níbí nítorí náà if not ẹ wọ problem. Má lọ ra luxury product. Wàá máa wọ àwọn aṣọ Primark kó lè fi ní ìgbà tó dé. Ó ti yàtọ̀ sí Boscona tó ń wà ní Nàìjíríà. Tó bá wá fẹ́ wọṣọ tó ní àwọn bíi celebrity, wàá lọ síbi tó ń pè ní charity shop, wàá lọ máa ra àwọn yẹn ní owó díẹ̀díẹ̀. This is a country you cut your coat according to your size. UK ló ń pè. Àmọ́ ní Nàìjíríà majority yín ìran lẹ̀ ń rí nítorí pé látara pé ebi ń pa yín. Wàá tún máa lọ sí Poundland. Wàá máa ná Lidl. Má lọ Tesco. Olówó ló ń lọ Tesco. Àfi tó bá jẹ́ pé o fẹ́ lọ lọ́wọ́ ọ̀rọ̀lẹ́. Tó bá dọ̀wọ́ ọ̀rọ̀lẹ́ nísìn, ìyàwó mi máa ń lọ sí Tesco, á lọ sí Yazda. Ìyẹn ń ṣe nǹkan tó bad. Wàá wá lọ wo àwọn product tó yẹ pé bóyá àwọn sọ pé máa expire níjọ́ kejì, ó sì níjọ́ mẹ́ta. Àwọn prices tó ti cut down. Wàá wá rà yẹn wá sílé, ìyẹn a lè sáré jẹ láàrin ọjọ́ méjì. Bomb bastard. Oúnjẹ ò gbọdọ̀ jẹ́ nǹkan tó máa ní wá lára ní Nàìjíríà. Ìdí tó ń jẹ́ ṣe ní lára ni pé àwọn proxies terrorists tó kó sínú ilé, àwọn ló ń ṣe jàǹbá fún wa tí wọ́n fi jẹ́ ká grow oúnjẹ. Bàbá ìwà náà ń ríran. Ẹja gbọ́tán. Arákùnrin wa ní irú ìran wọlé rí kẹ̀. Ẹgbẹ́gbẹ́jágbájágbá lọ ẹ̀rí nothing. Mo ní kàkà kí arákùnrin kó mú ẹ̀pà, kó mú búrẹ́dì, àbí kó fi gàrí jẹ, àbí kó ra bọ̀lì. Kóra kí ni bọ̀ọ̀lì ká má sọ yẹn lórí oṣọ̀sán àdẹ̀ sínú àwẹ̀ lóòótọ́ but èní làwọn Jímọ̀ tó lọ ń kí Jímọ̀ olóyin. Àwa aráwọn èèyàn tó máa sùn kalẹ̀ nísìn tẹ́lẹ̀ ní Bambiala. Gbogbo wa ti wá di Bambiala. Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátá ẹ sọ gbogbo wa di ntí kò yẹ ká máa pera wa. Àwa ń sọ fún ọmọ Yorùbá pé ẹ ṣe sùúrù ọ̀nà lélẹ̀ wọ́n ní àmọ̀nà wọ́n ní Kóìkì lọ dákẹ́ kò sí kankan tó mọ̀. ó kàn ń parọ́ lórí social media ni bomb bastard ẹ̀yin nìyá máa jẹ. Mo sọ fún yín pé bàbá Akíntóyè ló ní kọ́kọ́rọ́ lọ́wọ́, Ìgbòho tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn, YSDM tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn, Ìlànà tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn, Central Office àtàwọn world home based media adúró tí wọ́n tán kò sí nǹkan tẹ́nibọ̀dì lè ṣe. Wọ́n ní rọ́là ń pa, ìyẹn kọ́ là ń sọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Lórí ètò tèní mo ń bí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pé èèyàn mélòó ló lè jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta kó wá mu júùsì lé bí èèyàn bá wá kí diaspora nílé ṣe lọ́ máa ń jo júùsì ẹbí àtẹ́ pé wọ́n mú lánàá. Nàìjíríà ló máa lọ patí tó máa jí páálí oúnjẹ tó máa jí ẹran odindi kẹtìrà tó ní kó dáná ó dẹ̀ kó gbogbo ẹran lọ́lé. Àlejò àwa kí ẹ nílé á máa mu apple juice bí gbàtẹ́ pé kò ní mú mọ́ lọ́la torí pé kò lè mú lọ́la torí pé ìyà ń jẹ wọ́n. A ní ilẹ̀ tó sùn rẹpẹtẹ láti gbogbo Ọ̀yọ́ dé Kwara dé Kogi àárín kankan fi ṣe àárín kankan fi ṣe nítorí pé deliberately lọ́mọ̀ọ́mọ̀ ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwa ń tọrọ jẹ lórí social media, everybody wá ń tọrọ bomb bastard. Bàbá ìwà náà ń ríran ẹja gbọ́tán lẹ́yìn ilé àpilẹ̀ anthem wa ẹ ṣé ọ̀pẹ ríran mo rò pé ríran ó yá kí ló
wọ̀ yín làmú mi rí pé
pé kí ni
ọba ebi ló parí ebi náà ju ìgbà kan ríran láìpẹ́ yìí nǹkan tí mo ríran sọ́gà mi pé wọ́n.
ilé náà òun ríran láìpẹ́ òun ríran sọ́gà ẹ̀ òun ríran sọ́gà ẹ̀ pé mọ́tò yìí ò ṣiṣẹ́ kò ní gbé wa dé Ìbàdàn bí ẹ náà ṣe ń parọ́ nìyẹn gbogbo adájọ́ ń pa ọ̀gá mọ́tò yẹn ò ní dé ibi tó yẹ kó lọ kí ló dé àṣẹ sábẹ́ ọ̀gá ṣe nígbà tí mo wọ gálọ́pì yẹn gbága mo kí gọ́gbọ́n Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún mo mọ́nítọ̀ yín back to back mo rí pé ẹni ẹ ti ra àwọn mọ́tò kọ̀ọ̀kan fáwọn ọlọ́pàá ẹ ṣọ́ pé títì tí ẹ ra mọ́tò yẹn fún àṣẹ drive ní gbogbo ọ̀nà Ewékòró yẹn ní gbogbo àárín Abẹ́òkúta tí omi yalé àgbàrá ya ṣọ́ọ̀pù àwọn kan lè ní Kóìkì ṣátà ò rí Dubai lánàá ní wèrè bí gbogbo mi yẹn ṣe kùkùkùkù ní Dubai wọ́n ní wọ́n múná lọ tẹ́ bá lọ wo Dubai ní ìjẹta sí ìjẹrin nǹkan mi síbẹ̀ òjò tó rọ̀ níjọ́ kan wọ́n ní òjò ọdún méjì ni pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà iná ṣẹ́jú ní Dubai ibẹ̀ ni bàbá ọmọ borí owó ń gbé ibẹ̀ lòun ti ń pa owó Dubai lòun pa ìwọ tó wà ní Nàìjíríà bí iná bátẹ́gùn bá ti ń fẹ́ pẹ̀kẹ̀pẹ̀kẹ̀pẹ̀kẹ̀ àfi bande náà níná èmi mọ̀ bí i bande àbí band E band C. A country for 63 years we are living in denial. Fake lives. Fake. Everybody fake lives. It's because àwọn kan fẹ́ gbà pé Bàbá Akíntóyè ló sọ fún wa pé Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ bọ́ kúrò ní wàhálà. Àwọn kan sì sọ pé ní bọ́ọ̀nù wàhálà yẹn torí pé Tinubu wà níbẹ̀. Tinubu dẹ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀ sókè. Ó ní òun ò pín Nàìjíríà fún yín o. Bí ẹnì kankan bá ń dúró pé Tinubu máa pín Nàìjíríà, you are lying. Wọ́n ní band A7 no get 8 hours light. Okay. Èmi ò tẹ́wọ̀n kan tún ní band. Wọ́n ní band A, band 2. Ní Dubai, the whole of Dubai, there was heavy rain. 2 years. Òjò ọdún méjì ó ràn within 24 hours. Iná òṣèjú nílùú yẹn. Do you know the amount of water to drop? It's because infrastructure was put in place. Because the system was put in place. Even though wọ́n ṣì ní problem torí pé wọ́n ní torí òjò tó kì í rọ̀ léraléra òun ló fa drainage yẹn. Mom sí mi lọ sí China mo tẹ̀rù pé wọ́n ti lọ China rí ni mo rántí ká irọ́ òru ni wọ́n tún wá pa lórí bíbá ẹgbẹ́ ìwé ara parọ́ mo rántí pé wọ́n sì lọ China tó bá dẹ̀ fi rí evidence pé wọ́n sí mi lọ China màá sọ fún ẹ bomb bastard 24 countries gan ló ti lọ kò ń ṣe 23 mọ́ and up to date my mom still travel kọ́lọ́mbà Elédùmarè kó bá ń dúró tì ìyá mi kó jèrè gbogbo tá à ń ṣe kó wá jèrè mi náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ̀yin náà wọ́n máa ṣe jèrè gbogbo wa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé mo máa kọ́kọ́ travel after 15 years of locked inside this country Dubai ni mo sì mi sanwó ticket mi wọ́n sanwó ticket younger brother mi pé kátẹ́lì láǹfààní àti ríra after 15. Do you know what it means not to see your family for 15 years? You could run mad. Many of you tẹ́ rò pé akọ̀fẹ́ àfẹ́wálé àwọn ọ̀yẹ́ àwọn àǹtí ẹ̀ wọn ò níwèé ni ó mú wọn kọ́ wálé ó mú wọn pé ká gba visa fún yín kẹ́ wá kí wa. Gẹ́ẹ̀ kan sunkún ó sunkún lórí Twitter ó ní I was travelling to with Nigerian passport ó ní layover 22 hours ní Turkey wọ́n fìyà jẹ wọ́n fìyà ṣégè jẹ. I'm sure some of you must have read it or read it kamatabon you must have read it on X. She has been to 70 countries around the world, but she was coming back on one of her trips. This is still trending on the social media. I didn't retweet it because some of them, they are okay because she's been able to travel, but she's not talking about the breakup of Nigeria. But she's complaining that who is in charge, that when you travel with a Nigerian passport, it gives you a problem. Tetele, if you travel through Turkey as a Nigerian with a US visa, which she has, but now it is no longer possible. You know why? It's because of terrorists. Turkey Nikelok apply Lati Abuja Abileko. And she was crying that all other countries were giving respect because if you have a 22 hours layover, travel, to bad travel, one lè pè ní stopover, wa ma gbọ́, o ṣe àti ma gbọ́ stopover, ẹni tó travel tó wá ní stopover, but stopover ẹni nígbà míì ó máa ń gùn jura wọn lọ depending on the airline and the ticket and where you're traveling to. She was caught up in between. But the only concern she was complaining was the Nigerian passport. Why? That one complaining about identity. Those are the kind of people that many of you go and listen to on the Yoruba, on the social media. Àwọn tẹ́lẹ̀ ń bá ń gbọ́rọ̀ wọn nìyẹn. Irú àwa níṣẹ́ ní gbọ́rọ̀ wa torí pé kò tà. Torí pé kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ àlùfàǹṣá là ń sọ níbí báyìí. Àwọn ọ̀dẹ́ ní láti sọ̀rọ̀ àlùfàǹṣá ká tó mú crowd wá sí orí platform wa. Content tá à ń ṣe níbí báyìí ó ju gbogbo content wọn lọ. Content tá à ń ṣe àwa Yorùbá Nation campaigner nítorí pé àwa aláṣẹ ń jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ ní sí pé ebi tó ń pa yín ó yàtọ̀ sí pé èèyàn lè gbàwẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Kristẹni tó bá gbàwẹ̀ tó fẹ́ bá Elédùmarè sọ̀rọ̀ ìyẹn Ọlọ́run tiẹ̀ tó ń sìn a máa communicate pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Mùsùlùmí tó bá fẹ́ rí àdúrà á lọ ṣe nǹkan pè ní kúnkúṣì. Ọlọ́run á farahàn ẹ́. Kò sẹ́ni tí ọba Elédùmarè ò lè farahàn. Kò dìgbà tó bá jẹ́ wòlíì. Mr. Ebuni Koiki, I live under Band B, and for the past week, we have been having up to 20 hours live. Congratulations. And I hope you can run a good business out of that and make yourself very comfortable. That's all I can say. Many of us today have been trapped. Nítorí pé àwọn kan wọ́n fẹ́ accept. Wọ́n fi sentiment sí Yoruba president ló wà níbẹ̀. No, kò ń ṣe Yoruba president. Tinubu agenda is an APC manifesto agenda. Ṣé rí pé PDP ti ń prepare for 2027. Even pẹ̀lú gbogbo differences wọn láàrin Wike, they are already preparing because they care less about èmi àti wọ. Ẹ jẹ́ gbọ́ arákùnrin tó náà ń ríran.
Ẹgbẹ́ fort. Ó dẹ̀ padà ní. Ẹgbẹ́ pa. Ríran
ebi ló ń pa yín. Ẹ wá wo kí ló fún wọn fún ní ẹ̀pà. The most basic, I mean, it's not basic, but it's still basic. Ìtí mo jẹ kù lélẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe wà báyìí mo lè confirm pé tó bá máa fi tó next week mo mọ̀ èèyàn tó máa dé tó tún máa kẹ́pà rẹpẹtẹ dé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Tí bá wá fi pé mo rẹ̀ ní tó fẹ́ dé, màá ní kó bá mi gbé lọ sí DHL, kó bá mi ship ẹ̀. Tí bá wá rí pé kò possible torí pé owó pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi, màá lọ sí Dustin, kí n lọ sí Peckham, màá lọ sí Lushan, màá lọ sí àwọn African store. Màá wá ní mo fẹ́ ẹ̀pà tó gbẹ, ìyàtọ̀ kan ní pé mo mọjọ́ tó ti gbé sínú store. Kí ló dé tá wá ń sọ fún yín pé ká kúrò ní Nàìjíríà tó wá di ìjà? Tẹ́ wá sọ pé àmọ́ ṣe. Gbogbo wa ti wá ṣé ó ti clear? Ṣé ó ti wá clear nísìn? Àbí kò tí clear tó? Ṣé ó ti clear àbí kò tí clear tó? Mo ní America veto Palestine lánàá pé wọn ò ní jẹ́ kó di member United Nations. Do you know what that means? America sọ fún Palestine pé àwọn nífẹ̀ẹ́ yín o, àmọ́ àwọn ò tún nífẹ̀ẹ́ yín. After 40,000 people have been killed by Israel, America tún sọ pé no, àwọn ò ní accept Palestine under the UN. But Slovenia, Spain, one now support Palestine to have an independent country. And that is why you would have a lot of allies. Wàá ní àwọn tó jẹ́ pé tẹ́ bá ṣe gbìgì, wàá dìde pé yes, àwọn làwọn wà lẹ́yìn yín, ṣé wá rí pé kò sí ọ̀kankan lẹ́yìn wọn. Irọ́ ni gbogbo tó gbé kalẹ̀. It was all lies. We told you. a sọ fún yín pé àwọn bàbá yẹn ń ṣiṣẹ́ nísàlẹ̀ ẹni wọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ torí pé kò wà visible. America ẹ lọ́wọ́ program this is my second program but Yorùbá la fẹ́ fi ṣe léyìí. Mo sọ fún yín ní àárọ̀ ní aago 5 tí wọ́n ń sùn. Mo ní ogun World War III ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹni pé irọ́ ni mò ń pa ẹni mi mo fẹ́ gbógun wá mo ní no problem. America ò ní lọ sógun tó bá consult gbogbo àwọn generals ẹ̀. Joe Biden ò tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe consultation. Yàn lọ sí dogun tó bá ṣe consultation. Àwọ̀ tí ìlówó ogun bọ̀ alówó ariwo pípa. Alówó ariwo pípa fún ìjọba pé wọ́n ń pa wá. Láàárọ̀ yìí mo tún ti rí lórí WhatsApp group. Wọ́n tún pa wá o, wọ́n pa wá o, ẹ fún wa lówó gúgúrú, ẹ fún wa lówó ẹ̀pà o. Àwọn olóò máa fún yín ní gbogbo owó yẹn. Àwọn wo lẹ expect tó máa kó gbogbo owó yẹn sílẹ̀ when you have a government in place? Why do we have a government? Nigeria ò tí pín náà. As in the country, tó ń pè Nigeria, it is the responsibility of the government to protect and defend the territorial ground of the citizen inside Nigeria. Yoruba nation ò tí ní country, but because púpọ̀ nù yín, not àwa tí a tẹ̀lé Olóyè Ìgbòho àti Bàbá Akíntóyè, àwọn tí wọ́n tẹ̀lé wọn tí wọ́n sì ń believe in one Nigeria, because mo calculate àwọn tó kù àtàwọn tó believe in one Nigeria, mo kó wọn sí one bracket. 3 square mil ẹ lè jẹ́, security kò sí ààbò fún ọmọ kankan nílé ibi ṣe bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Child abuse wá sùn lọ rẹpẹtẹ. Àwa ní ọ̀nà àbáyọ ni pé kí gbogbo wa ká wà lójú kan. Ẹni bàbá yẹn ó ń parọ́ ni. Where is the United Nations? Where is the country? Where are those countries that we were told? Níbo làwọn country náà wà? Mo kí brother mi Adékúnlé. Kò ń ṣe Adékúnlé tó sá kúrò láàrin wa. Mo ní sọ surname yẹn mọ́. Kódà, I am not going to say anything on them now. I am a very highly intelligent guy. I have lived there for 24 years. At least within that 24 years, I have seen this government taking us to war. The one that we agreed and the one we did not agree. Monwo report láàárọ̀, right as I was coming into the program right now. As I was preparing to come into the program, I have Microsoft where it gives up to date of some of the things happening, and then I can decide which one to watch and which one not to. I want to see if I can still find that headline. The UK have spent huge amount of money towards the fight in Ukraine. On immigration right now, UK gives priority to Ukrainians than Louis. Why then? You need allies. You need countries. Most of you might say that we are doing nothing. I told you, 9 days after East Timor in 1975 made a declaration, the Indonesian government went ahead and killed as many of them, and it took them another 30 years, or no, 23 years precisely, to become fully again an independent country. But it was through some kind of a bit of negotiation, because the military junta in Indonesia was no longer there. It became a civilian government. The civilian government then decided to allow Indonesians to accept that East Timor should go. Would Bola Tinubu do the same thing? Time will tell, but we will continue to negotiate. We will push. I'm sorry, I cannot help you. We are still in that negotiation. And that is exactly what we are doing right now. Anything less than that, you have the right, like others. And you can see why this platform is the most. I am not bringing any other platform down, because this is a platform now that goes in depth on international, on the Yoruba nation, linking it with what is happening around the world. This is the platform. Olukaluku ló ní ọ̀nà tó ń fi sọ̀rọ̀. But because fẹ́ gbọ́ gbogbo analysis yẹn, many of you thought it was a child's play. Mo ní kò ń ṣẹ̀rù ọmọdé. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ pé Koiki ò kì í ṣe kinní kan. It's okay. Kódà alájà wa kan, alájà dáadáa ní Saudi Arabia, wọ́n ní kò ń bá Koiki sọ̀rọ̀. Nígbà tó ká mi lára mo polóyè Ìgbòho kó tó bá mi bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ ní Saudi. Àwọn tó wà ń bẹ̀ shock. Many of you don't know the importance of what we are doing because you have been told lies for too long. We've done some kind of almost 45 minutes. Give and take, I have probably about another 1 hour. I don't have to sit 3 hours. I have done that for a very long time, 5 hours, 6 hours. All I need to give you now is just to keep us going until everything will fall towards our direction. I give thanks to the gods of the Yoruba land that will remain our protector. Mojuba fáwọn ayé, mojuba fáwọn ẹlẹ́yẹ, mojuba fáwọn ìyá wa òṣòròǹgà. Látara pé mo ní tó bá jẹ́ pé àníyàn kan ni mo fi gbé dání àwọn lọ́mọ. Wọ́n tó bá yẹ pé a tún ṣe nǹkan mí lẹ́yìn tó wà against pé kíran Yorùbá má bọ̀. Bóyá a tún ṣe wọléwọ̀de níbì kan tí mo sọ fún yín pé they've checked. Mo lè kéré lóòótọ́, but àfá ò ní sọ pé Koiki in tó gbé dání yẹn tara tẹ̀mí ló fi ń ṣe. Ojú ọ̀run ni bàbá mi Prophet John Ogundele ti jí mi just about an hour ago before I came down. Ifá ò ní parọ́. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ ń gbìyànjú. Èmi náà sọ fún yín pé owó ló máa jẹ kò ní jàgbàdo. Kí ni mo sọ fún yín? Owó ló máa jẹ kò ní jàgbàdo. We will fight the spiritual so that we can stand fit. We will plead with the gods of the Yoruba land. Come and share ojú kúrò lára wa. Some of you don't understand. And wo àwọn tí rí àwòrán wọn. Wọ́n náà ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ̀yin ò rí visual wọn. Do you know the importance of me sitting here and giving you that visual? Mo kí Àṣàtì Ṣe TV. Ìyá dáadáa. Ṣé rò pé easy pé kákọ̀ jókòó ká máa ṣe ẹ mọ oríṣiríṣi ojú tó ń wò wá ní gbogbo àgbáyé? Pé ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́ gba ìran Yorùbá kúrò yàtọ̀ sáwọn tí rí wọn tó wà in the shadow of darkness. Do you understand what that means? Àwa yẹn lẹ wá ń castigate. Bíbá polóyè nísìn privilege ni, but kò necessary. A bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. Tí bá pè ní sá, a bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. Tí bá pè lórí fídíò kọ̀, a bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. Kò ní dispute. Àwa yẹn lẹ wá sọ di. Wọ́n sọ fún yín pé owó ló máa sọ fún yín pé ọmọ Yorùbá àtàtà ni mọ́mọ́ Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde. Máa ná tán délẹ̀. I will continue my consultation with everything that I have. But ẹ gbìyànjú ni. Ẹ try. Àfi tí àwọn ayé bá rí pé in tí mò ń ṣe ó yàtọ̀ sí tẹ́ ń gbọ́ lójoojúmọ́ tí bá jáde. It has cost us a lot. But I am not worried because èmi náà ti wà lára ìtàn ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. That alone for me is good. Mo ní ìtókù ẹ kà nínú ìwé mi. We are not there yet. I've not taken a pen to write anything down. But lọ́jọ́ wájú tó ní pẹ́ mọ́ tí ìran Yorùbá máa bọ́, a máa bọ́ kò sí. Mo ní kò sí bá ńlá ẹni tó lè stop ẹ̀. Israel ò gbọ́ sí Amẹ́ríkà lẹ́nu, wọ́n attack. Bẹ́ẹ̀ làwa náà ṣe ní gbọ́ nígbà tásìkò bá tó. For now, ọmọlúàbí ethos ó sì wà lára wa. But everybody knows the end result of how it will happen. Àwa ń gbé ojú jáde. Ẹ rò pé easy kí Àṣàtì Ṣe jáde kó máa sọ̀rọ̀. Oh, ìtorí ẹ̀rín bàbá Ẹlẹ́kìtì tó jókòó sáàrin mọ́tò tó ń sọ̀rọ̀. Do you know? Ṣé ǹjẹ́ mọ implication pé a kàn ń jáde lásán against àwọn tí rí the invisible and the physical. èwo ló lágbára jù nínú méjèèjì ṣé invisible ló lágbára ni àbí physical ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo eléyìí tá à ń ṣe ta kọ̀fí wọ̀nyí is just to encourage us pé ìtagbédá ní òtítọ́ ni kò ń ṣe pé a fi ń nà yín lẹ́gba. Mo sọ fún yín pé confam ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú tó dúró ni mí. Mo ní bàbá mi ò sùn, mo sọ fún gbogbo àwọn babaláwo pé bàbá yẹn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sùn. Rems níbi tó bá wà tó òkú ẹ̀ bá wà wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ make sure pé títí tí máa fi parí ìrìn àjò yìí kò gbọ́dọ̀ sùn. Títí tá máa fi délẹ̀ lérí bàbá tó bí mi lọ́mọ tó ti ṣaláìsí Alhaji Mojí Koiki kò gbọ́dọ̀ sùn. He must continue to stay with me because I know what we are fighting for. Because mo mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣe àwọn tó wà nílé là ń bájà. Ẹ̀yin lẹ̀ ní understanding we are fighting the global world. Tó ń rí vision pé tíran ìbá dìde tán we will fly like anything that we want. Àwa jókòó síbi pé ẹ̀yin ló sọ fún wa pé Bọ́lá Tinubu. I pray and I hope even I do not have any iota of trust in him, but I just pray and hope he will do as many of you are expecting. Gbogbo Johnny Bola Tinubu, I have done the calculation. I will still be younger than him by the time he completes his 8 years. And Nigeria will break. Mashi de omo, abomomo, or whatever, ababuro, si Bola Tinubu. So, Toba Bola Tinubu, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, should allow the country to dissolve. If otherwise, ó máa padà dissolve láyé tóun náà wà tí kò ní ti lọ. Because it will have the strength, like the dead or the alive Buhari, to complete his tenure. But if Yoruba ò bá ti lọ before then, because I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, Yoruba máa lọ ní next year, yóò máa lọ ní 2 years ago. That is subject to if every one of us are truly ready to go. But oúnjẹ ìjọ mẹ́ta èmi á máa jẹ, and I will continue my quest. And like I've said to you, that quest cannot be taken away from us. You have seen the difference between what we have been telling you in the last couple of days. Mo gbọ́ program sister mi Yorùbá with ọ̀nà àwọn kan ṣe rẹ̀wẹ̀sì. Kí lẹ̀ ń ṣe rẹ̀wẹ̀sì fún? We are fighting a battle. Mo battle tá à ń jà ni. The battle tó jẹ́ pé tá bá ti lọ after tí gbogbo battle yẹn bá ti tán, it will be the finest thing you can ever think of. Malta, before I play the anthem, Malta is 530,000 in population. One ṣe semiconductor. Semiconductor wà lára tó fi ṣe phone, microwave, laptop, computers. One refine epo. A country of less than 600,000. Ó wà lábẹ́ European Union. Wọ́n wá ń pàṣẹ lé àwa lórí pé tá bá máa travel wá sí Malta ká lọ gba visa. Ó yẹ ká ra gbogbo Malta pa ni. Ó jẹ́ kí ìran Yorùbá ra gbogbo bẹ̀ pa pátá. Ó jẹ́ ká ra gbogbo ẹ̀ pátá and take it as our own. Nigeria will not work. I'm sorry to kill your spirit for those of you that are in Nigeria. I understand the feelings. Adabi enemy singing, but we understand. Enemy yẹn torí pé ẹ ṣì ń rí àwòrán Tinubu ní Aso Rock. Tí àwòrán Tinubu yẹn bá ti pé kò sí níbẹ̀ mọ́. Ǹjẹ́ ń visualize kí ló máa wà níbẹ̀? Ǹjẹ́ yìí ti ń visualize pé tí Tinubu bá kúrò lórí oyè, ta ló máa wà níbẹ̀ tó lè tún represent wa bí Tinubu? Mo ní enjoy ẹ̀. Tinubu ló wà níbẹ̀. Enjoy. Ẹ jẹ́ n kó gbogbo ẹ̀pà mi kúrò torí ojú tó ń wo gan ti wá fẹ́ pọ̀ báyìí. Let me move them away. Mo ní Tinubu is there. Ẹ gé aṣọ, ẹ yé máa dress bí málà l'Abuja. Yorùbá ló ní Abuja lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ for the next 3 years. Ẹ múra bí ọmọ Yorùbá, ẹ dé fìlà Yorùbá, ẹ jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé ní gbogbo secretariat nísìnyí àwa la ní Abuja. Àmọ́ ǹjẹ́ yìí ń visualize what next after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has completed his tenure? Ǹjẹ́ tí ń visualize ẹ̀ àbí ẹ̀ tẹ̀ rárá? This is where we are concerned as Yoruba people. Mo ní ìjẹ́ gbọ́rúkọ ẹ̀rí, ìjẹ́ mẹ́ntọ́ ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ̀dá gbẹ́lẹ̀ káwá play anthem.
Bọ́dá Island àdúrà, lẹ́bí blue time, jákàmọ̀, love is too much. The love is too much. The love is too much.
I got Golan to see.
The love is too much. Gentlemen, let's go. Brother Island are black. Maybe blue tent. Gentlemen. That's evil.
The love is too much. They wanted to be like him. They wanted to be like him. Monilano, Imatoloye, mo pè wọ́n láti connect wọn kó bá Saudi Arabia sọ̀rọ̀. I cannot be like him, but I can always emulate and love him and cherish him. In tolukaluku wa tó gbé dání sọ́wọ́ tó bẹ Elédùmarè fún wa ó yàtọ̀. Ẹ̀yin kan náwó fún ni, àwọn kan máa bu. Kò ń ṣe ni rẹ̀ tí ń bu. Ẹ tí ń bu ti pẹ́. Ó ní ọdún mọ́kàn ní mọ́kẹ́ má sọ̀rọ̀ òun.
Ọlọ́run ni mo sọ fún yẹn o. Gbogbo nǹkan tó lọ fún bàbá mi láyé kò fún bàbá mi ò tí ì yọ̀ǹda mẹ́sàn-án fún mi ń bẹ̀. Ó kọ̀ mí ju ti bàbá mi lọ. Gbogbo àti bọ́lá mo lọ sí bàbá mi. Ojúmọ̀ ni mọ́kàn mọ́ dàkọ̀ níbi kan. Ayédàkẹ́ sọ ń dáadáa tàbí kẹ́ sọ burúkú ẹ̀ sásọ̀ kan. Omi lọ́lọ́run fún. Bí n bá sì kú ẹ̀ lè gbà sí ibi sí.
Ẹ̀yin wá fẹ́ gbà ṣe ẹ̀ ṣe. Ẹ̀yin fẹ́ gba iṣẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe. Ní wéètì ẹ̀. Mo ní gbogbo analysis tá à ń ṣe lórí social media gbogbo wa pátá kò tó 3%. Olóyè Ìgbòho gbé 7%. And that is why they are looking to bring him down. Ọlọ́run ní òun lòun dá. Alágbára gan ṣàdúrà fún pé kó má ṣubú. Ní Saudi Arabia lánàá, Alájà mo kí mo yìn. Wọ́n ní ojoojúmọ́ àwọn làwọn ṣàdúrà fún Olóyè Ìgbòho. And please, ẹ má comment pé ẹ̀sìn tiwa ń ṣe Saudi Arabia, please leave that nonsense, okay? Ẹ̀sìn tó lúkàlùkù gbé dání ẹ jẹ́ kó sìn dáadáa. You are not here to judge. Mo ní àwọn ọmọ babaláwo, àwọn ọmọ àfà, àwọn ọmọ wòlíì. Bàbá John Ògúndélé ń gbọ́ mi báyìí. Ojú oorun ló ti jí mi. Àwọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ pé kí ni mò ń sùn torí mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ fi àdúrà, wọ́n fẹ́ fi tì mí lẹ́yìn. Ṣé mo ní ìdàdúrà? Ṣé tí babaláwo bá pè mí tó ní àwọn dífá báyìí ló yọ lódù fá, a máa pẹran, a máa ṣètùtù, kí n sọ pé kò kàn mí, kí n sọ pé orí mi fẹ́ gbàbọ̀dè, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Àbí kí àfà kó ní Kóìkì lọ́la ẹja ṣàdúrà tí wọ́n ní inú ẹ̀sìn lọ́tọ́ bí mi sí ní ẹ̀sìn òfowó. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo bẹ̀ yín. A temple there. Let's focus on the real ball, which is the freedom. Freedom yẹn gangan ni ká sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Ìdí tá ṣe fẹ́ lọ àti ìdí tí kọ́kọ́rọ́ wà lọ́wọ́ olóyè. Kò ń ṣe pé àwa là ń sọ bó ṣe wọn Elédùmarè ni. Ẹ lè dà bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹ dẹ̀ lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. And again, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ pé àbá tẹ compromise díẹ̀ ká tẹ̀ sọ pé a mọ̀ wọ́n. Mo bẹ̀ wá. If tó bá jẹ́ pé a ti jọ ń ṣe bọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, that will be the end because ó ti di alábòdè fáwa náà. At the beginning, èrò la rí. A ṣe ń rí numbers tó jẹ́ the appropriate numbers. Nínú àwọn 100, 99 of those ọ̀dàlẹ̀ will die before we cross over. And I have no regret if you're one of them. Because we told you, but you refused to listen. Let me say this. In abroad, tí mò ń gbé, If I work with the UK government as swearing an allegiance to the king, I must not do anything against the sovereignty and the territorial ground of this country. Ìjọ tí bá ti ṣe, you become taken away. Some of you don't understand what we are into. Kò ń ṣe joke. If you want to joke, you have the right to go and do a content and make me laugh. And I will laugh. I will share it if I can, if I think it's worth sharing. If not, I will love it. Yoruba nation is not a joke. It is a serious situation to free our people. I have lived here for 24 years plus now, going to 25. You will respect people that you disagree with. It's because it is a system to obey. But the country, Nigeria, let us understand that it has failed every one of us, and there's no point trying to rescue it. Tọ́ba ní lára àwọn mídíà tí ẹ máa ń dúró pé ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ in tó fẹ́ wá sọ, especially tí oríṣiríṣi búlàlà, ẹ má bínú ẹ̀ tí ẹ̀ ń bẹ lórí Mixlr. We are doing some kind of few things on that Mixlr, and I'm going to turn it on now. Ẹ má bínú pé ẹ tètè sọ fún mi, but there's some problem with it that we will work on. We are working on it, and it might take a couple of more days, probably within the next week. I need stability. So about our manage the platforms to cool. We are live on all the platforms. I am fully live on Instagram. So what platform nínú ìtẹ̀bálẹ̀ ti gbọ́ mi ìyẹn àánú Olúwapọ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé fún ìdí kan àbí ìdí kejì ẹ̀ ń struggle pé torí data yín. I cannot promise you data, but bí a ta bá ṣe program yẹn tán, kẹ́ download ẹ̀ kẹ́ gbọ́. You will still enjoy it. Mo kí wa níbi tí ẹ ti ń wò wá, tẹ́ ti ń gbọ́ wá. Don't expect me kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wọnú analysis ìtókàn mi. I have a lot tá fi sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. So tó bá yẹ pé ẹ ti ń dúró pé tó bá ti jáde ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ view tiẹ̀ náà, ẹ fẹ́ gbọ́ opinion tiẹ̀, ẹ ní gbọ́ níbí báyìí. I am one of those that don't allow distractions to take us away from the reality. I am not one of those. ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn ti sọ̀rọ̀ tó pọ̀ lóríṣiríṣi, but lórí tọ̀dọ̀ tiwa will remain on the self-determination simple. But we will come after people that come after Baba Akintoye. And I'm coming after this man today. I purposely printed his face out because I am not using my software. Not that I don't want to use it. This is the machine. I've shown it so many times. It is 17-inch. Sometimes I just don't want to use it. Why are we going to talk about this? It's not because we want to make him popular. But mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ pé a ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ọmọ àlè Yorùbá láàrin wa tó kìí ṣe ní tó dẹ̀ ń ṣe ọ̀la. Orúkọ bàbá tẹ̀ ń rí ló ń pè ní Abíọ́dún Ìṣọ̀lá Ládípọ̀. It's not relevant. But kò ní dá kí wọ́n ránṣẹ́ sí bàbá tiwa káwa má lè respond padà sí wọn. It will be something that we will not sit back. Gbogbo wa tí a bá follow Koiki dáadáa, because kò ṣe gbogbo èèyàn ló ń follow wa dáadáa. Few of you, mo mọ àwọn tó ń follow wa judiciary. I've cited my mom and I wish her Barika Ejima. Ẹ bá mi kí gbogbo àwọn Muslim Association of Nigeria látọ̀dọ̀ Alhaja White dé ọ̀dọ̀ Alhaja Adéyẹyẹ, Alhaja Barua títí dé gbogbo àwọn CAF sisters. Bí ṣe sọ fún gbogbo wa pé self-determination right ni. Picture yẹn ti wà lórí platform mi. Like I said, the only thing is kódà àwọn àgbẹ̀ mo post it on Facebook now. So tẹ́ bá fẹ́ rí clear view of it, just go on my page. Like I said, if you subscribe to the platform Judiciary, you will get up-to-date news and international news. Kò ń ṣòwò nìkan náà ni wọ́n máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Baba Akintoye. But in tí mo fẹ́ kó yé wa ni pé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation, we love to have as many people on our side. And àwọn tó wà against wa, like I always say, it is their right. Tó bá náà wọ́n ṣe pẹ̀lú wa, it's okay. But the only thing that we will not sit back and tolerate is for these individuals. Tẹ́ bá fẹ́ rí picture yẹn, like I said, tẹ́ bá lọ sórí Koikimedia blog, is there. Tẹ́ bá lọ sórí, there's a place called the community lórí YouTube. Àwọn tó mọ̀ dáadáa. Tẹ́ bá lọ sórí community mi, you will find as many of our blogs among gbé sórí ẹ̀. Màá ka tóun kọ́kọ́ sọ, but mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Dr. Gbenga Adeyeye ní South Africa that called my attention and said, Koiki, I picked on something and I will respond back with my pen. These are the kind of work that people are doing on the ground. And you're more Dr. Gbenga Adeyeye, and you're bound sorry. He hasn't come and have a conversation with us, but we have multiple Yoruba people like that. What on the platform? And I hope now they can understand the difference. To buy in one formation, Kaduro, then to my collector, and I am not coming to Nigeria because if I was for me any reason to be in Nigeria. So don't pray. We might was in Nigeria, you're wasting your time. You'll be wasting your time. But most of the clear way as a koto, that means that something will be very hot. And I'll just leave it like that. Hot, Nimoso. But for now, I have no reason to be in Nigeria. I will continue to operate from here. If that is making you uncomfortable, I'm sorry. What I'm saying, Third Milan Bridge, Losumoyi, you can find your way there and jump inside. And hopefully we will find you after 3 days. This man, Abiodun Ishola Ladipo ló ń jẹ́ lórí Facebook, so ẹ bá fẹ́ lọ check it out. I'm right on his Facebook right now. You can go and check him out on Facebook. I will not bring the children into the conversation. Today, me no lomo. But we will come after every single one of you if you attack Baba Akintoye and Igboho. Because tell you about vision, come on, read. Awari. Tell you about vision, Tinubu. Gbogbo tí Tinubu máa lò kò ju under 4 years. And don't tell me 8 years, because nothing guaranteed Tinubu for another tenure. But we will wait and see. Kolon Belidumari, enter lórí Facebook. You'll be able to see the picture of the person, and let me see if I can work it out here as well. And welcome as we settle into the conversation. Mokibugbomo Yoruba nílé lóko. Kọba Elédùmarè ó túbọ̀ máa fi ìṣọ́ àtààbò ẹ̀ fún Baba Akintoye àti Olóyè Ọmọ Adéyẹmọ àti gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá nílé lóko tí à ń gbìyànjú pé kíran wa kó bọ́ nínú èdì takora wa sí. I know some of you will be like, ṣèbẹ́ ti rí ọ̀nà kí lẹ tún wá ń dára yín láàmú. Àìtí rí ọ̀nà, àṣìwà ní àṣemáa débi ọ̀nà. So please, if you're one of those, we know where you are trying to take us to, and we are not going that area. Torí pé a ti jẹ́ kó yé gbogbo wa tẹ́lẹ̀ pé kò sí ọ̀nà kan ju pé we negotiate, and negotiation ò dẹ̀ ti tán. So ẹ bá wá kánjú pé negotiation ti tán, you have every right. Like I always say, as far as we're concerned, we are still negotiating, and we will negotiate up to as much as we want. Torí pé consultation and negotiation is very, very unique and important in anything in life. Whether it will end up becoming the other way around or not, you must negotiate. And that is exactly what we are doing right now. So let's move swiftly a little bit. Ní April 17, at about 4 or 5 p.m., ni arákùnrin ló gbé message jáde. And I don't want to stand too much on his own because I have other areas and I want to get out of this platform at least in another 1 hour less. Ó náà wọ́n di Baba Akintoye mú responsible fún ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìlú Ìbàdàn. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá lọ sórí page mi nísìn lórí Koikimedia, I have literally reposted that again with the caption "Evil Man" so that you'll be able to see what the person I'm talking about. But àwọn tó wà lórí software tó ń gbọ́ wa lórí laptop rather, I've been able to bring his face a little bit more closer. That is the man I'm talking about. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ̀, ẹ bá wa sọ fún pé it's okay. Sinin ìjọba military, Yorùbá náà ni gbogbo wa, a máa agree to disagree. But kọ́ máa fi ìdọ̀tí rẹ́ Baba Akintoye àti Igboho. That's all we are saying for now. But tó bá sọ pé àwọn ò ní gbọ́, àtẹni tó mọ̀ wọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ àtẹni tó mọ̀ wọ́n máa mọ̀ wọ́n. And èyí tó sọ pé Yorùbá nation ó ti kú, Yorùbá nation ò kú lọ anywhere. Yorùbá nation is still fully intact. And nothing, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé tẹ́ ń bẹ̀rù pé Mr. Koiki, kí ló máa wá ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìn? We are scared, we are worried. There's nothing for us to be scared or worried about. Nobody can do anything. We're on the right track. So I got the picture for those of us, and like I said, that is the man I'm going to be talking about. So let's go into it a little bit swiftly. I hold Professor Baba, please respect Baba, Ofi Babasi, bracket, open bracket, which is not bad. It shows the Omoluabi ethos in us. I'll come back home a little bit. Sometimes, while I'm live, my mom is sending messages behind, my wife is sending messages that, just, temper mercy, and some of our mothers like Yawa Comfort, Ologunja, many of you like that. So the word Baba means a lot. So it's okay. I hold Professor Baba Banji Akitoye solely responsible for the attempted coup ni Saturday, ni Ibadan, by a copycat Yoruba Nation group. Two things I want us to take note of that. Is holding Baba Akitoye responsible, but he also agreed that copycat Nitoshele, and everybody knows that is a copycat. Baba Akitoye spent the past 15 years planting ignominious seed of secession. Again, the word secession is not who we are. We are self-determination campaigner, Akinshe secessionist. So when people use the word secession, let us continue to say to them, we are not. We are self-determination, and it is a right. But right here, America ma guarantee, just as America veto Palestine, the United Nations. Lano, go and watch the program I did in the morning. You will find the video in there. There are some big English, and we see if we can break it down to our own understanding.
Ignominious. Ignominious.
Spelled as India, Golf, November, Oscar, Mike, India, November, India, Oscar, Uniform, Sarah.
Ignominious.
Kini akwejuwe, kilo mean. Toba sopfwe.
Ignominious.
Deserving or causing public disgrace or shame. Olóyìnbó yẹn kémi àti má bàa ní understanding kan tó ń sọ. So in tó ń sọ ni pé Baba Akitoye fún 15 years was planting
ignominious,
causing public disgrace or shame. Ìyẹn àgbàdo seed of secession in the minds of some of the most gullible in Yoruba land. Àwa ló ń pè ní gullible. Ṣé rí, mo sọ fún yín pé ìrìn àjò yìí, ìrìn àjò ẹ̀mí ni. Gbogbo àwọn ilé lọ ti lọ check gbogbo tí wọ́n lè fi lọ check pé àwọn ilé tó gbé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation dání, ó máa yàtọ̀ sí àwọn kan tó máa ń pariwo, hey, we want the good for the Yoruba people, but tó bá ti dé abẹ́ ilẹ̀kùn nǹkan mi ló ń sọ. They've checked, they can see it, they know, they can feel it. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwa yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo àwọn yẹn. And that is the reason why they are finding it very difficult to comprehend pé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation yìí kò lọ́lẹ̀, kàkà kó lọ́lẹ̀. Ó ń gbin in tó dá sí mind àwọn èèyàn láti sọ pé a máa kúrò ní Nàìjíríà. Torí Ọlọ́run ò dá Nàìjíríà, Elédùmarè ò dá Nàìjíríà, Jésù ò dá Nàìjíríà. Nàìjíríà òyìnbó aláwọ̀ funfun ló dá. Gbogbo wa láti mọ̀ yẹn. But kí ni ọ̀rọ̀ máa wá sọ fún wa pé Baba Akitoye ó ń planti ìtàn pè ní
ignominious,
tí a lè sọ pé public disgrace or shame. Ìyẹn láàrin àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá látara pé ó ń pè pé kírun ẹ̀. Ṣé Baba Akitoye tó sọ pé a lè jọ ń jẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́, ṣé bàbá yẹn parọ́? Ẹ bá ń fi sínú comment section. Ṣé Baba Akitoye tó sọ pé Nigeria economy ó ti lọ sí ibi tí kò lè padà ṣoríire, ṣé bàbá yẹn parọ́? Ẹ bá ń fi sínú comment section. Ṣé bàbá yẹn parọ́? Ṣé nígbà tó náà ṣe confab ní 2014? This is the confab of 2014. A ti ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí. Ṣé àwọn tó ṣe confab yẹn, kí ni ìyàtọ̀ tó wá padà ṣe lọ gbé sínú abẹ́ archive àbí inú wardrobe Jonathan ní òun máa look into it ṣé Tinubu máa look into it time will tell ó ti lo ọdún kan ó kọdún mẹ́ta. Why then tí ọmọ Yorùbá wá ń jáde tó wá ń sọ pé bàbá Akíntóyè o ignomos o òun ló ń dá wàhálà ló ń gbin tí kò dá sí ọmọ Yorùbá lọ́kàn ìyẹn tí arákùnrin burúkú yìí in tóun sọ nìyẹn bàbá tẹ̀ ń wò yìí tó pe rẹ̀ ní Abíọ́dún Ìṣọ̀lá Ládípọ̀ wọ́n pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ o ẹ̀rí bó ṣe wọ súùtù yẹn kò ní làákàyè bó ṣe wà yẹn o bó ṣe wọ súùtù yẹn kò ní làákàyè torí pé tó bá ní làákàyè ni á mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà tí à ń sọ yìí in tí a béèrè fún tó fi di pé gbogbo à ń gbé ní ìgbé àlàáfíà ní 1954 títí dé 1957 tó fi ní ká lọ dìbò tí òyìnbó tún wá padà lẹ́yìn tó ṣe in tó ń pè ní jàǹbá fọmọ Yorùbá tí wọ́n rig election wọ́n rig censor eléyìí á ní wọn gbọ́ ìtàn yẹn rí tó bá gbọ́ rí kí ló dé tó lọ kàwé bàbá Akíntóyè. But can you blame them? No, you can't. Because wọ́n expect pé àwa kan máa dúró ní dúró ọmọlúàbí tọmọ Yorùbá pé sẹ́ Yorùbá máa bọ́ nínú wàhálà yìí. So, àwa ni gullible people. Arákùnrin ta ni ó gullible láàrin àwọn méjèèjì àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yìí. Láàrin àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta yìí ta ni ó gullible ìyàn ti rí pé arákùnrin wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ gbé lọ sí mental home kó lọ assess brain ẹ̀ torí pé mo sọ ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ program yìí nísìnyí pé èèyàn mélòó ló ń jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́. Ṣé in tí bàbá Akíntóyè sọ tó fi sọ fún wa pé ẹ jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà máa lọ àárín àwa àti Nàìjíríà ò lè gún mọ́, but yet many people disagree with Baba Akíntóyè because of their own selfish interest. Bàbá ò wá wo selfish interest ti ẹnìkan ó ń wo ọjọ́ ọ̀la ọmọ Yorùbá ọjọ́ ọ̀la tó ti di in tí kò dàbí tẹ́lẹ̀. Tinubu was talking about that during his conversation with the Afẹ́nifẹ́res nígbà tí bàbá Tinubu sọ pé even Awólọ́wọ̀ provided free education. Ǹjẹ́ Tinubu lè provide free education níbi tọ́rọ̀ Nàìjíríà délé ni? I'm sure he can't. And even if he wants to, he doesn't have the fund to do so. Why then are we planning to remain in a country where there's so much disunity among us? Ó jẹ́ kó bàbá jẹ́ kó yé wa pé àwa la kàwé jù àmọ́ ìwé ta kà ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn tí a jọ sọ pé wọ́n kàwé irú bàbá yìí nísìnyí kò ní ẹni orí pípé kankan orí ẹ̀ ò pé rárá because torí ẹ̀ bá pé ni ó jẹ́ kí làákàyè ẹ̀ sọ fún pé àwa ìran ọmọ Yorùbá o tí à ń gbé nínú Nigeria has literally taken us backwards and nothing is going to solve the problem. Let's just move up part one yẹn ni bàbá ti ṣàlàyé who we are. But jẹ́ ká kọ̀ sáré lo part 2. Nigeria needs the courage to dissolve. Ẹ sọ fún bàbá ẹ pé Nigeria máa dissolve. Whether they like it or not, it will dissolve. It will dissolve. In summary, as at late February, Nigeria economy has collapsed. Bó bá àwọn Tinubu kó tún lọ invite IMF, all this World Bank, Nigeria has collapsed. But arákùnrin sọ pé Bàbá Akíntóyè ń plant seed sáàárín àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá pé ó ń plant seed kí ló ń plant ignominious àbí kí ló ṣe pé òyìnbó yẹn seed tó ní Bàbá Akíntóyè ń plant sí ṣòro pa ní lè break it down. Ignominious. That is what this àwọn bomb bastard ọmọ Yorùbá ọ̀pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ̀pọ̀ wọ́n wò mí báyìí ó wà lórí Twitter náà tí wọ́n ní pé kó jókòó kó sì máa sọ pé Tinubu bọ̀ wá ṣe. I wish them best of luck. He knew better. Arákùnrin sọ pé Bàbá Akíntóyè mọ̀ dáadáa He knew that a successful succession by Yoruba was neither possible nor even desirable. Now, ọ̀rọ̀ méjì ló jáde ńbẹ̀ yẹn. Ó ní kò ní possible. Number one, òun kọ́ ni Elédùmarè tó máa sọ yẹn fún wa pé kò ní possible. Mo ní, I am not here to tell you to be a Muslim, Christian, or Babalawo. Whichever your faith, go and do that consultation yourself and come back and comment and tell me pé kò ní possible. Just go for a couple of days. Whatever how you would do it, ọ̀nà tó fẹ́ gbà pé Yorùbá ò ní bọ́ nínú ìran tá a wà nínú wàhálà yìí pé kò ní pín nínú Nàìjíríà. Mo níṣẹ́ mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta lèmi ti ṣe consultation lé lórí. Mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta dẹ̀ ń sọ pé Yorùbá máa lọ àsìkò láàkọ́mọ ní, but àwa la máa jẹ́ kásìkò yẹn kó súnmọ́ jura lọ. Tó bá yẹ pé ti babaláwo ni, mo ti confirm ẹ̀ pé Yorùbá máa lọ. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ti Kristẹni ni, confirmation wà táwọn tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń ṣe méjì tó ń ṣe. Kódà àwọn wòlíì àwọn ọmọ Igbo wọ́n sọ the same thing lórí ìran Yorùbá àti ti Biafra. Nàìjíríà máa pín àsìkò yẹn nìkan ní àìtí mọ̀, but ó kù sáwa lọ́wọ́ tá a bá fẹ́ jẹ́ kó push. Tó ń ṣe fanfare tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní couple of days ago. Mo kí ẹ bá ń bọ̀. Pé Yorùbá ò ní lọ yẹn bá ń lọ àárọ̀ ni. Mo ní mo ti béèrè, mo ti make confirmation yẹn. Wọ́n ní ìran Yorùbá máa bọ́. Mo ní gbogbo àwọn balẹ̀ Yorùbá tí mo ṣí fìlà fún gbogbo àwọn olórí adé. Gbogbo wọn pátá ló mọ̀ pé àsìkò ti tó tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè pè wá padà gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìran ọmọ aládé láti lọ síbi tó yẹ ká wà. Ìyẹn òun ṣe tọ́ṣẹ̀ máa sọ fún wa mọ́ àti kọjá stage yẹn. Kí lè ṣe máa sọ fún wa nísìn pé ìníù pé bàbá Akíntóyè mọ̀ dáadáa. Mo kí ẹ President October 995. Àsìkò tiẹ̀ á túbọ̀ jẹ́ fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Báńkì ìyàwó ẹ̀, báńkì mọ̀ sí dáadáa, báńkì gbogbo àwọn ẹgbẹ́. Ó ní ìníù pé bàbá Akíntóyè mọ̀. You say, I'm going to curse you if you're not careful now. Don't tell me, Mr. Koiki, I think it is high time you stop your aggressive ways of talking. Good, we all know that you guys are doing a lot on the ground, but you should let it remain on the ground. You see, problem ti mani pẹ̀lú yín nísìnyí. I mean, àwọn ènìyàn Koiki má dá lóhùn. No, sometimes you have to. So, Fúlàní tó ń gúnyàn tó ń pààyàn, àwọn better ju. So, in terms of nísìnyí ló wà aggressive. You can see that some of you have mental problem. Èmi ti jẹun mo ti yó nísìnyí. Ẹ̀yin ò jẹun ẹ̀rí jẹ́. I don't know whether you are in Nigeria or whether you are not. And if you are comfortable, ṣé gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa ló wà comfortable? So aggressive tèmi ìyẹn ló ń kọ́ yín lára. So gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ látẹ̀kọ́ nísìn is the aggressive part yẹn ìyẹn ló ń dùn wọ̀. Please let us be very. I'm not saying you shouldn't criticize us. I love it. I live in a society where you must criticize. But kẹ́ máa sọ pé mo wà aggressive. Kí lẹ mí pé mo wà aggressive? Ṣé èmi gbébọn nísìn ni? Ṣé mo ti authorize pé kó gbébọn kó lọ pààyàn? Fúlàní ń pààyàn nísìn. Ẹ sọ pé àwọn yẹn wà aggressive. Wọ́n ń gbowó lọ́wọ́ wa. Ẹ sọ pé wà aggressive. But èmi mo wà aggressive. So so ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ nísìn èmi wà aggressive. Please be careful. And I'm trying not to go beyond just what I've said to you. Torí ọmọlúwàbí ẹ tó ṣì wà lára wa. Tí bá wà aggressive, ebi ò ní wá sórí social media máa jókòó máa ṣe báyìí. Mo ní ẹ máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ olóyè. I will not say more than that. Ẹ máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ olóyè. Olóyè ní kẹ́yìn máa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ wá mọ̀ bóyá mo wà aggressive or mo wà aggressive. À ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó wà important. Ẹ sọ pé mo wà aggressive. So gbogbo òrùta tí ń sọ látẹ̀kọ́ nísìn aggressive yẹn ló dé bá yín. Mo kí wọ́n tẹ́ wà lórí ìjókòó. Ó ní bàbá Akíntóyè mọ̀ dájú pé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation tí wọ́n ti ń fàbọ̀ kó tó bí bàbá mi, kó tó bí ìyá mi. Nítorí pé ọ̀rọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà máa wáyé ní 1914, Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè gan ló mọ in tó fi pinlẹ̀ gan. Because definitely kò ń ṣojú lásán. I know that they've taken that name, orúkọ yẹn fúnra rẹ̀, they've taken that name and the whole land, what he lost, síbì kan tí a ṣe wá ń tú lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. And that is why there's a spillage of blood all over the place. What? Actually, if it's election, then if you didn't election, how does that add up? How does that add up? If it dìbò fáwọn èèyàn, ẹ wá ń fi èèyàn, ẹ fi ń rúbọ. How do we get to that stage? It's because ìpínlẹ̀ yẹn ò dá. The foundation tá à ń sọ pé wà faulty yẹn, òun gangan ni problem. So, ṣé nísìnyí ni àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá wá sọ pé a mọ̀ pé ìran Yorùbá àsìkò ti tó? Everybody knows. Yes, the politician bá wà níbẹ̀ tó bá kàn deceive wa. Yes, àwọn tó bá lè jẹ́ pẹ̀lú wọn kó jẹ́ pẹ̀lú wọn. I've told you, enjoy President Tinubu, president. Tí tó bá yẹ pé mi ò ṣe Yorùbá nation, tèmi wà pẹ̀lú àwọn Tinubu. Èmi náà máa gbádùn. Ṣèbí mo rí Ẹniọlá Badmus, ṣèbí ó ń jó lójoojúmọ́ lórí Instagram, ẹ̀yin ò rí inú ilé tó ń gbé ni. Ẹ̀yin ò rí inú ilé tó ń gbé ni. Ẹ lọ wo ẹ lọ page ẹ̀ now, not that she's a public figure. Ẹ lọ wo ó ń tẹ̀sí wa lójú nísìnyí pé àwọn làwọn wà níbẹ̀. Mo dẹ̀ ní make sure you enjoy it. But after tí Tinubu bá ṣe tán, what next? That's the question. That is the question that many people. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, mo ti jẹun báyìí. Conflicts ni mo mu, basic. Mo dẹ̀ mu juice lé lórí. Tí ọmọ mi bá dẹ̀ dé, wọ́n máa ròyàn ni, wọ́n máa tẹ̀ bá ní. Kí ìjọba ṣáà máa ṣe. So mo bẹ̀ wá, let us just, what I'm just trying to bring out from this is that when people say that it is not possible, it's not even desirable, pé kò lè wá sí ìmúṣẹ láíláí, it's because àìtí wà aggressive. Ṣẹ̀rí word aggressive yẹn tó bá yẹ pàtí wà aggressive ni irú àwọn eléyìí gan wọn nílé máa sọ̀rọ̀. But we are not aggressive, and that is why we are under the unrepresented people organization tó ń pè ní UNPO. Bàbá Akíntóyè tó lọ ṣe gbogbo àwọn ètò yẹn, ẹ rò pé bàbá yẹn ọmọ tó ń ṣe. It's because we know that violence is not the option on the table right now. But pé a máa jáde, a máa bèrè tọ́wá, a máa ju flag, a máa rally, a máa protest, ìyẹn máa wáyé. It is entirely up to the government to give us the security, to allow us to do all that. Ní June this year, àwọn Wales máa ṣe rally wọn, Scotland máa ṣe rally wọn, the government provides security for them. But when people like this says, ìyẹn Abíọ́dún Ìṣọ̀lá Ládépọ̀ tó ń sọ pé, Bàbá Akíntóyè knew that a successful secession, which we are not, kì í ṣe secessionist. All this word secession is a stupid word to be using. Àti kọjá stage yẹn, tíyàn kan máa fi òyìnbó tí wọ́n fi dẹ́rù bà wá. A máa break it down by English dictionary. Màá tún spell ẹ̀ fún yín. That is the kí lè rò pé mo ṣe ń spell àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn because mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ní understanding ẹ̀ dáadáa. Kí ló mean by secession? We are not secession. We are self-determination. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, Adekunle Koiki, a first set of the Yoruba people, those who say it is not possible are the teamed Yoruba people. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ṣe pẹ̀lú wa, no problem. But ẹ má sọ fún wa pé kò wà desirable, kò dẹ̀ ní possible. Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè o. Ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà lẹ bẹ̀ mí pé Koiki má máa sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ jáde. Èyí tó kù wọn náà gbé sábẹ́ ẹkùn. Ebí wọn ń ṣe ọmọdé mọ́. And that is why I have just kept my mouth. Lẹ́ǹkankan lẹ́nu yẹn kọ́ máa ń fi wa rọ́ọ̀fù ni. Mo ní kò sí bàbá ńlá ẹni tó lè dá ìrìn àjò Yorùbá nation dúró. Mo ní bàbá ńlá ẹni kankan lè dá dúró. Ẹ lè delay ẹ ní, ẹ lè slow it down, which is exactly what has been happening. Ẹ kàn slow it down ni, but ẹ lè dá dúró. Nígbà tásìkò bá tó, àsìkò yẹn ló máa determine pé we are going. But you need a lot of consultation. America, mo sọ fún yín lórí program tí mo ṣe ní ìdájí, mo ní America ò ní lọ sógun. Do you know that Israel gba permission lọ́wọ́ America kó tó attack Iran lóru ẹni? Tí gbà pọ̀ attack Iran. Lọ́wọ́ program tí mo ṣe ládájí. You don't go and attack if you don't have enough backup to protect you. A dẹ̀ sọ fún yín pé Yorùbá nation ṣe tí ọkọ̀ máa sọ pé a ti ṣe Yorùbá nation, ẹ̀mí mímọ́ and all that nonsense. It is realistic, especially that's in the United Nations General Council. So let's move swiftly because of the time. mo kàn try láti ṣe àlàyé lé lórí kó má kọ̀ dàbí pa kàn ká kíní yẹn lọ because tẹ́lómi náà bá tún jáde tó kọrú nọ́sẹ̀nsì yẹn àkọ́ ti rí pé Koiki má tẹ̀ dá wọn lóhùn mọ́ because ẹlòmíì bá kà nísìn á ní ẹ̀ ń sọ fún wọn kò wà desirable kò possible eléyìí ń sọ̀rọ̀ politics aláta elépo tẹ̀ ń ṣe Nàìjíríà o I am not joking ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ń ṣe politics aláta elépo tẹ̀ ń ṣe àsìkò bá tó àgbà ẹ̀tọ́ wa but it has to be done in a way which other way ọ̀nà tó bá jẹ́ but it has to be done with a lot of preparedness which is so àwọn bàbá tó rọra gbé tó ń gbé bí ẹlẹ́yin tó ń fẹ́ jẹ́ kó fọ́ yẹn wọ́n mọ tó ń ṣe tọ́lóyè bá jáde nísìn tó ní ó yá ìzọ́bú èyí bà èyí ẹ̀yin náà lè máa ní olóyè ọ̀nà tẹ́ fẹ́ gbà nìyẹn àbí nǹkan tẹ́ máa sọ kọ́ nìyẹn ìtẹ́ máa sọ nìyẹn. And that is why we will be grateful that this kind of rallies tati ṣe ó ní record tó wà lọ́wọ́ wa irú eléyìí tá ṣe yìí. Jẹ́ kọ́mọ̀. You don't see Ìgbòho won. Àlàyé yẹn tún zoom kọ́lọ̀ bá wa fọ̀run kẹ́ Àdògán ló dúró ti olóyè pé if anything because olóyè lè máa lọ níbẹ̀ yẹn kó náà máa ní security personnel tó pọ̀ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wa tẹ̀lé Buhari wá wọlé lọ pàdùgán mọ́nu lé the same Àdògán tó wà ní fídíò yìí wọ́n ti pa ìyẹn lẹ́yìn wọ́n sọ pé kò possible ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé à ń gbé oró sí ara ni wàláì tàláì símọ́ bí láì làzílà hùwà oró ikú Àdògán à ń gbé mọ́ra ni tó bá yẹ pé ká rí à pẹ̀lú ikú Àdògán lásán ó jẹ́ kí gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kó gbóná ni ẹmọ ẹni tó pa yẹn ni ó níyà ó níyàwó ó lọ́mọ a gbé oró yẹn mọ́ra ni bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́ ń gbọ́ lẹ́nu mi a gbé oró ikú Àdògán a gbé sínú ara wa ni tó bá yẹ pé ká fìyẹn react nìkan ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ojú bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ wallahi ta'ala súnmọ́ bí láì làásìlá hùwà but wọ́n ní there is always another day àwọn kankan wà tẹ́mi gbọ́ ẹ̀yin ò gbọ́ ni kò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ social media kò ń ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n sọ fún yín pé ikú bàbá yèyé mo dúró tì wọ́n mo wà nínú yàrá èmi àti Ìgbòho nìkan mo mọ tí bàbá yẹn sọ fún mi. àwọn tó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ti dúró pé sẹ́ Yorùbá máa lọ. ẹ̀yin rí ikú bàbá yèyé rí ni. ẹ lọ bí Alhaji Akéwùgbà Gold pé ṣé Koiki láǹfààní àti wà nínú ìjókòó pẹ̀lú ikú bàbá yèyé Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́ omi tó ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. But it's not for social media. Because nígbà tó sọ tó fi wọn wá mo ní yes confirm me kí lè rẹ pé wọ́n ṣe lọ́lé fún wọ́n lọ́lé because I believe in the cause so mo bẹ̀ wá mo rọ̀ wá ikú Àdògán lásán ikú yẹn ikú tó ń dùn wá gidi ni ikú tó ń dùn wá gidi especially for people like us tó yẹ pé tá a bá jáde nínú convoy Àdògán máa ń sọ pé Koiki òun mọ̀ pé nínú báàgì ẹ̀ yẹn àwọn rẹ́mẹ́dì tíyàwó ẹ̀ máa ti páàkì sí ní ó máa ń wà nínú báàgì yẹn because tá a bá jáde lọ for a very long time after 5 hours drive èmi á kọ́ mú bisikíìtì kan jáde ni màá kọ́ mú kankan jáde ni Koiki yẹn aráàlú òyìnbó yìí ẹ má mo ní báwa ṣe ń jáde ní ọ̀dọ̀ tiwa nìyẹn he was a well loved man Fúlàní wá wọlé lọ pa ẹ wá náà sá lọ because ikú bàbá yèyé gan sọ pé nínú fídíò tí a ti play rí ó ní ọjọ́ ọjà èèyàn máa ń sún síwájú ni kí ni mo sọ ọjọ́ ọjà wàá máa sún síwájú wáyà tó bá ń sún síwájú yẹn wàá máa consult so ẹ bá wa sọ fún alàgbà yìí pé ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ti kọjá gbogbo jágbajàgba táwọn ń bá bọ̀ láti àwọn bàbá òfò àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n burúkú àwọn tọ́n ní balls táwọn ọmọ inú wa wá ń jáde nísà àwọn ọmọ inú yín jáde àwa ń pè fún pé kí ìran wa kó bọ́ ẹ̀yin wá ń sọ fún wa pé it is indesirable òyìnbó òfòwò lẹ́ ń sọ òyìnbó tẹ̀ ń sọ yẹn àti kọjá stage yẹn mẹ́ àti kọjá stage yẹn so ẹ jọ ẹ ní right láti sọ nǹkan tó bá wù yín but ẹ má sọ fún wa pé kò possible àfi tí kò bá sí afẹ́fẹ́ tó ṣì ń fẹ́ mọ́ láyé yìí táfẹ́fẹ́ bá ṣì ń fẹ́ ìyan Yorùbá máa bọ́ kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó lè máa fẹ́fẹ́ ẹ lè capture sínú ibì kan ẹ̀yin ẹ ṣí bàdó nìyẹn ẹ̀ pé máa ń like practical ń bọ̀ ẹ̀yẹ ṣí bàálù nìyẹn ẹ̀yẹ ṣí bàálù kẹwàá wò bóyá tátẹ́gùn yẹn bá fẹ́ bóyá kò ní ẹ ò ní rìlíìsì níbẹ̀ mo mọ̀ pa ní bàálù ìgbà tí bá nídẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ òdu wa ti gbé sá lọ ọ̀márì yẹ ká máa ṣe the next program mo mọ̀ bóyá ìyá wọn ti tọ́jú ẹ̀ pamọ́ ni I always love to give you evidence. Ìwọ blow balloon tó bá blow balloon kò má dé kò wá sọ pé kátẹ́gùn yẹn kó má kúrò atẹ́gùn yẹn má kúrò. So when you think that I can share on social media, on social media, we are telling the Yoruba people, whether you like it or not, or Tinubu ti sọ tó máa sọ fáwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re lánàá, ó ní òun ò accept pé kí Nàìjíríà kó pín, that is fine. Òun ni president, ó gbọ́dọ̀ ṣọ̀rọ̀ sọ torí pé òun náà sì ní ambition yẹn tó ti kanlẹ̀ tán, tó bá tẹ̀ láníyàn pé kí Nàìjíríà kó pín, I don't expect him to say it out. I don't expect him. Mo dẹ̀ ti sọ fún pé bá wa pín military sọ́nà mẹ́ta ìwọ ṣáà kó díẹ̀ sílẹ̀ Yorùbá kó díẹ̀ sọ́dọ̀ tiwọn náà kó díẹ̀ sáàrin méjì torí tó bá kó fáwọn ọmọ Ìgbò àwọn máa jákẹ̀ wọ́n máa rí lò dáadáa torí pé whether we like it or not that drawing tí wọ́n draw ó gbọ́dọ̀ wò torí drawing tó wà lọ́wọ́ Nàìjíríà nísìn kò ń ṣe tiwa. 3:28 p.m. local time in London. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. You're watching a live broadcast. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Mo ní mi ní last man standing. Màá ṣàlàyé fún yín bá ṣe ń bá lọ. Ẹ má ẹ̀ kó rẹ̀yìn. Ẹ má wọrí nípa gbogbo rakatia tó ṣẹlẹ̀ Mo sọ fún yín pé rakatia yàtọ̀ sí fact. Èèyàn lè gbé fact dání. Kàkà kí n response sí wọn, I'll just take them out of the broadcast. That's all, because I won't got time to be burning my energy. Tí bá ti rí pé wèrè wà lórí yín, I'll just take you out of the broadcast. Mo kí Mr. Aziz, thanks so much for the super chat. Kàkà kí n response sí wọn, I'll just take them out. I'll just remove them. Because mo mọ̀ pé ìtẹ́ǹfẹ́ ni ẹ̀ǹtẹ̀ máa wine. Èmi ò dẹ̀ ń ṣe obìnrin tó máa wine mọ̀ yín lára oyè yín ẹ̀hẹ́n tó wá wà ní club. Bomb bastards. We kept pointing it out to him. Àwọn tí wọ́n jọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú bàbá Akíntóyè lè máa jẹ́. We kept pointing it to him. Kí lẹ́ ń point sí wọn? Ẹ̀yin wá di Babangida tó pa Delegiwa. Tẹ́ẹ̀lì balls láti sọ pé Babangida wọ́n ló pa Delegiwa. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ mọ̀ pé wọ́n pa Bíọ́lá mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. Ẹ̀yin tí ẹ mọ̀ pé wọ́n pa Kensaro Wíwá. Mélòó ṣe ká tún máa dárúkọ? Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ẹ̀lì balls. Àwọn ọ̀wá nǹkan tá a fẹ́ jẹ lọ́wọ́ wọn because tí bá máa jẹ lọ́wọ́ wọn kò ń ṣe lẹ́ni ni máa jẹ lọ́wọ́ wọn máa ti jẹ tipẹ́tipẹ́. But at the end of the day, ẹ ní gbàgbé orúkọ mi láyé. Mo sọ fún yín pé tásìkò bá tó èmi ò mọ́tẹ́lómi o, we will be there shoulder to shoulder. Pàṣíkò yẹn ò tí tó. Ẹ máa ní I dey play. Ṣèbí gbogbo wa náà lájọ ohun tó ń lọ Nàìjíríà. Ẹ kájọ máa wò ó. Ẹ̀ǹtẹ̀ bá lè fún lówó ẹ fún èmi ò ní kí ẹ̀kan máa fún ẹ̀kan lówó but èmi ò lówó tí mo fẹ́ fún ẹni ẹ bá send message sí mi because mo ní family tèmi náà tó ń dúró fún representative pé ọmọ wọn wà ní abroad ọmọ in-law wọn wà labroad owó ná owó omi owó this tí mo fẹ́ fún so I haven't got it sẹ́ni tó bá feel pé in turn sọ kò make sense then owó àti wá ń tọrọ owó then you have a problem. Mo ní as long as Tinubu bá ti wà níbẹ̀ nísìn ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ gbádùn make sure pé ojú oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́ at least basic house basic làwọn náà ń gbé I don't have to show you my house basic ni à ń san rẹ́ǹtì ni púpọ̀ nínú ìdẹ̀lẹ̀ ń gbádùn nílé anyway because èèyàn kan wà lé nísìnyí ó ní Koiki ó ní gbogbo wọn kọ́ ni ìyà ń jẹ o mo léèyàn kan tó súnmọ́ mi pẹ́kípẹ́kí tó wà Nàìjíríà báyìí gbogbo ilẹ̀ ti kọ́lé ẹ̀kọ́ ní the basic things of life dáwà ṣe ni which is the security and our health nǹkan méjèèjì yẹn abẹ́ Ọlọ́run kọ́ ló máa fi àárẹ̀ ṣe wá security àti health tó bá wọlé bẹ́ẹ̀ sórí gbogbo owó tó ń rí oní Nàìjíríà yẹn ó máa sink like that. not to be naysayer, I am new here. Do we have a constitution in the works yet? We don't. You can't have a constitution, but if you go on my website, there was a constitution that was written by some lawyers. We can just call it there is a constitution, but it's not a full constitution. But like the only constitution, but it's so over the website koikimedia.com. You cannot bring a constitution for everybody when we have not finally arrived at that destiny. A draft, yes. A draft. Go on my website and we expect many of you will start joining us. And I want you to ask questions, but don't tell me I'm aggressive. She mean full any terrorist in mon play no ni. London mon play. Because that is why you are doing crime. Only. Taba fàyè gbà yín nísìn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa wọ́ọ̀kì bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ jí owó olówó labroad or bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ gbé drug. Because kò ń ṣe ọmọ Ìgbò nìkan ló ń gbé drug, ọmọ Yorùbá náà ń gbé drug. Bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe ritualist, tẹ máa yọ pátá onípátá, tẹ máa pa àwọn ọmọbìnrin. Ogun State is one of the ritualist states in Yoruba land. Bomb bastard. And you will never have a system that works. Okay? So it does not matter how you love Nigeria. It will not be a system that will work. It's a fact. Fact in the So yes, it won't play me, but at least I have a life. or 24 years in the UK. I have a life. I don't have to worry too much about them. Apart from Owo school. One round, I do extra lesson and all that. Lobby Babe, why Timoshe in the UK? Bomb bastard. Be many Babe don't be a question. Why am I in UK? That day Nicola Bella where. Tí wọ́n bá wọ ó láwọn ọmọ wa kan tí wọ́n ti wọ Canada. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn. Bàbá yẹn pè mí. Ó ní Mr. Koiki, ó ní mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Mo ní kí ló dé? Ó náà ti wà ní Canada. Ó ní gbogbo tẹ́ ń sọ pátá. Òun ṣe ń rárí iṣẹ́ ni. Wà tó wà ní Canada nísìn. Ó ní òun ṣe ń rí gbogbo tí mò ń sọ pátá. Ó ní gbogbo tí mò ń sọ pátá lòun ṣe ń rí pé so life lélẹ̀. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti kọjá àyà rẹ̀, you will live here very, very well. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Mr. Steve sọ pé failing to plan is planning to fall. We must plan. Kò ń ṣe pé Yoruba nation no. Yoruba yes, kò ń ṣe movie là ń ṣe. Kúnlé Afọláyan ló ń ṣe movie. Tony producer. So let's complete the section quickly because of our time. But I just have to explain. So I'm going to go straight again. And we kept pointing out to him, he was or is. He was/is. What do you mean by that? He's a professor of history. So a professor is he was or is. What do you mean by that? You can see them. So what to challenge the professorship Baba Kitoye? This is what he's saying because he was/is a professor of Yoruba history. We were or are expert in warfare. We told him it was neither necessary war nor a winnable one. But his oversized ego did not let him rest. He saw himself a leader of Yoruba. No, he did not see himself as the leader of the Yoruba. Atiri leader Yoruba, Totiloba, Elowo program Ilaroy. I'm not on the software. You can go and watch what I showed you this morning. 10 minutes. Ni Tinubu fi address àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re ní Aso Rock. Àwọn yẹn ni leader Yoruba. Ìjà ti wà láàrin wọn because èmi rí Baba Adébánjọ mo láǹfààní àti Baba Fáṣọ̀rántì. So it's two factions anyway. What they interview Baba Adébánjọ náà lórí Arise. We played that this morning. So kẹwàá máa sọ pé Baba Kitoye ó fẹ́ di leader Yoruba. No, irọ́ lẹ̀ ń pa. Kò náà fẹ́ di leader Yoruba. Leader self-determination ni wọ́n. Ẹ̀lẹ́mọ̀ leader Yoruba tẹ̀ ń wá mo kí Ògúnmọ́lá. Yoruba leader ni Baba Fáṣọ̀rántì. Tinubu dẹ̀ ti gbé wọn lọ sí Abuja and we are happy with that. So ó ti gbé wọn lọ síbẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ ti ṣàlàyé fún wọn pé òun ò lè break Nigeria so kọ́ lọ ṣe kí ni kọ́ lọ sinmi ẹ̀dọ̀ but òun á ṣe gbogbo ìgbìyànjú òun tóun bá wà níbẹ̀ nísìn láti jẹ́ kí ayé gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà kó dáa including Yorùbá people mo wá ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ mo mọ̀ pé ó ti pé ọdún kan ó sì wà too early tó bá máa fi di next year following year màá béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ pé ṣé o ṣì ń rí oúnjẹ gidi jẹ nígbà tí Tinubu wà lórí oyè kọ́lọ́n kó fún gbogbo alẹ́mìí gún àtàláfíà lọ́bi kọ́kàn èbí Buhari lọ́dún mẹ́jọ lẹ́yìn ọdún mẹ́jọ Buhari nísìn kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn ọdún mẹ́jọ Buhari kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ Buhari ó bàbá ìjọba jẹ́ APC náà kọ́ ni wọ́n are they not the same ìbẹ́ ti rí gbogbo wọn àwọn APDP wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ national executive kí ni wọn they are all criminals olè ní gbogbo wọn pátá gbogbo olóṣèlú Nàìjíríà they are born bastard olè ní wọn 419 times 2 bí àṣà grandma mi let's move swiftly. Wọ́n ní ego Baba Akintoye ní kò jẹ́ kó lọ rest ó rí rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí leader Yorùbá ìrọ́dẹ̀ nìyẹn. And he began by sponsoring Yoruba World Congress Group, which quickly elected him its leader in a sham election held in Ibadan. Ẹ mọ̀ para àwọn ilé ara ń ta wọ́n ìyẹn arákùnrin olórí burúkú ẹ̀ ara ń ta bí àwọn Rahim Taju tó fi di leader tó fi di chairman mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. He began by sponsoring a Yoruba World Congress. Baba Akintoye took that worthless victory and carried it around the world, instigating Yoruba of low esteem or oversized ego to rebel against Nigeria. We are not rebelling against Nigeria. Nigeria rebel against Yoruba. Idiot. Kí lẹ mean pé Baba Akintoye rebel against Nigeria? Baba Akintoye ò rebel against Nigeria. Nigeria ló ń rebel against us nítorí pé ó mọ̀ wá tán ẹ̀yin ò mọ́ra yín. Níbo ló ti mọ̀ rẹ̀? As long as tó o bá ti kúrò nínú Nigeria, àwọn òyìnbó tí wọ́n rí tó wà superior tó fipò wà superior, they are not superior. They are not superior against us. And òyìnbó yàtọ̀ sóyìnbó. Lebanese tẹ́yìn pè lóyìnbó kò ń ṣe English. Scottish yàtọ̀ sí Welsh. German yàtọ̀ sí French. Ó yàtọ̀ síra wọn. Púpọ̀ nù yín blame yín. Ṣé mọ̀ pé bí tí làákàyè yín dé náà lẹ̀ ń rí. Èmi ò lè travel jáde nísìn kí n máa bọ̀. Gbígbà tí mo kọ́kọ́ dé tí mo mọ̀ wọ́n. Bọ̀ nísìn tá ti gbé láàrin wọn. Mo mọ bí ṣe máa present ara mi fún immigration officer. Mo mọ bí ṣe máa present ara mi fún ọlọ́pàá. Mo mọ bí ṣe máa present ara mi torí pé I have lived with them. But ẹ̀yin ò gbé pẹ̀lú wọn so understand wọn. Àwọn téèyàn understand yẹn àwa ti wá rí pé àwọn ló dá problem yẹn sílẹ̀ sínú ìlú tèmi àti ẹwà ń takora wa báyìí láàárọ̀ ìlọ́sàn yìí nírọ̀lẹ́. But o lè ní understanding because o gbé pẹ̀lú wọn. A dẹ̀ ń sọ ìtàn fún ẹ pé bó ṣe lọ lélẹ̀ bí ìrìn àjò Nàìjíríà ṣe dé lélẹ̀ o wá ní no ká da gbogbo yẹn nù ká fi history wa ká dà sínú àgbo ká ṣàn dànù torí pé o fẹ́ satisfy Nàìjíríà. So òun dúró dé Rishi Sunak tí Rishi Sunak máa gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ láàrin election tó ń bọ̀ yìí nítorí pé 16 years of conservative ó ti ní aráàlú lára aráàlú máa wá make a decision wọn with one voice ẹ̀yin ò lè make a decision even pẹ̀lú PVC yín ó tún máa bá yín make a decision ni as your PVC giving you the result no it's all lies but you cannot be blamed you have lived a world of fake life for 63 years. And Britain mọ̀ pé ìran Yorùbá gangan ló di Nigeria mú. Britain knows that Yoruba people hold Nigeria and that is why I am asking again, ṣé Bọ́lá Tinubu ní balls láti pull it down? Ṣé Bọ́lá Tinubu, the president, tó sọ pé wọ́n believe in one Nigeria ní ìgbà kan rí? Why has he changed his mind? Kí ló dé tó change mind ẹ̀? Kí ló rí? Ó ti di jagaban. Ó fẹ́ taste the position. Mo wá sọ fún yín pé Tinubu does not have the balls, but he would have to convince me if he does have that balls to bring down That last empire, Awani, the last empire in Africa, company Nigeria, Tobati Dawo, things will start sorting itself out because within 20 years, Yoruba ma perform. We will be member of the African Union. We will be under the United Nations Security Council. Tamama berefeto fún gbogbo àgbáyé tó kù. Mélòó ni Malta, bomb bastard ni bàbá ẹ, because if you know Malta is less than 500,000, why are they having a president right now under the United Nations Security Council and Nigeria of 200 million kò ní Security Council vote? Do you understand what that means? Oh, lemo. Oh, kúrò ní Nigeria now. So how do you expect to know? Oh, they need enough torí náà nìkan ni. Do you know that people use Facebook? Èmi ò mọ̀ kó tó máa ń lo Facebook tó tún máa ń ní tó ní fún wọn ní full access. Wọ́n máa ń change ẹ̀ lórí fóònù wọn. I've never seen that before. So, o lo Facebook, o lo full one, o wa lo lighter. Torí pé o ní enough data. Malta is 530,000 population. As at April month, àwọn ni president of the United Nations Security Council. Do you know what that means? Oh, that means pé a citizen of Malta only value jù ẹ́ lọ, kò dẹ̀ yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. I'm a valuable citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Really? Girl kan wá sórí social media. Kọ́lọ̀ bá wa fún lálàáfíà, but Ọlọ́run fún yàn lálàáfíà tí kò bá kọ́kọ́ lọ ṣe hospital treatment. Kìíní ẹ̀ wú sí lọ́wọ́ báyìí. I have seen somebody that have similar problem. Wọ́n padà gé ọwọ́ the other girl yẹn ní ilé tèmi sọ yìí. Ìyẹn wà lórí Instagram nísìnyí, ó ti di public figure gan. She's doing very well for herself. But wọ́n gé ọwọ́ yẹn. Nígbà tí wọ́n ti mọ̀ mí olórí burúkú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ sọ fún mi pé mo mọ̀ tí mo sọ. When I came to Nigeria, girl yẹn mo ní ó wà lórí Instagram. Ọwọ́ yẹn ó padà gé ni. Mo wà lára àwọn tó kọ́kọ́ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ jáde lórí social media. Nígbà tí mo rí pé ìyà ló mọ̀ yín jẹ báyìí. Mo wá rí another girl bẹ́ẹ̀ again tó ní similar problem. All she needed is 1.5 million láti fi kọ́kọ́ gba injection. Kò tí sọ̀rọ̀ operation níbẹ̀. When we should, yes, bí UK ṣe bó ṣe burú tó bí àṣàlájà ìrọ̀rùn ló bá dé ní Manchester, wọ́n ní Koiki ìjọba máa sọ fún wọn pé UK lè burú lóòótọ́, but when it comes to your health, they will do everything possibly best to save lives. Gbogbo ọ̀nà pátá tí UK bá mọ̀ ló máa fi ṣe ẹ̀mí yẹn pé kó má bọ̀, àfi tí ọba Elédùmarè bá sọ pé ẹ̀mí yẹn ti tó. Why? For 63 years. Benny, simple rhyme. Nigeria, the artificial country. So, Tinubu na ba ṣe tán nísìn, òun náà tún máa sọ̀rọ̀ bí Jonathan. Pé Nigeria is kìnìkan. We hope it will have the balls to pull it down. 3:45, and I'm just about almost ready to go. Baba Akintoye took the worthless victory and carried it around the world, instigating the Yoruba of a low esteem or oversized ego to rebel against Nigeria. It was very bad. It was seditious, in my opinion. Koda, only President Buhari was advised to just ignore him. The same Buhari that killed 2 innocent Yoruba people in Oloye's house on the July 1st, 2021. Baba Akintoye, then in his early 80s, is now 89, took liberty for license and continued to marshal, glorify miscreant. Àwa ló ń pè ní miscreant. Kò ní dá fún bàbá tó bí elé, kò ní dá fáwọn ìran ẹ. Generation ò ní ṣoríire tó ń pè àwa ní miscreant. Born bastard. You called yourself Abiodun Ishola Ladipo. O now a miscreant ni Baba Akintoye gbé káàkiri tó wá ń pariwo Yorùbá nation. Kò ní dá fáwọn ìran tó bí ẹ, wọ́n ní ṣoríire. Tí bàbá ẹ bá ti kú, òkú ò ní sùn níbi tó wà. Born bastard. O ń pè àwa ní miscreant. Do I look like a miscreant? Because I am on the social media asking for the right of the Yoruba people. You are now calling us miscreant. Bàbá ò ní ṣoríire níbi tó bá wà. Tó bá ti kú gan, òkú yàn ní sùn dáadáa. Do you know the word miscreant? Àwọn tó níṣẹ́. His name is Abiodun Ishola Ladipo on Facebook. He posted this on the April 17 at about 4:05. Ó ń pè àwa ní miscreant. Do you understand that? So, the many Yoruba people that are suffering today, tẹ́ ẹ lè jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta lójúmọ́, ẹ̀pà gan ẹ lè jẹ, gbogbo yín ti wá dẹni tó ń ríran. Maybe I should play this again so that you can see or listen to that. Ẹ̀pà, I showed you earlier. Àti búrẹ́dì, búgan, ẹja àgbọn tí bàbá yìí sọ. Let's listen again.
Lè bá ìdá mi o. lè sá o.
Ẹ ǹlẹ́ o, ẹ káàsán.
Mo mọ̀ pé ẹ̀ mọ̀ mí.
Rárá sà.
Èmi náà sì mọ̀ yín. Èmi táwọn ìwọ̀n èsì pásítọ̀ o, wọn sì sáàfà. Àmọ́ mo lẹ́bùn ràn.
Ẹ máa ríran.
Màmá ẹ ríran. Mo ṣe bọ̀ látọ̀ ọ̀kan tí mo wò yín. Làmú mi rí i pé.
Gbé kí ni? Ẹ̀rí gbé kí ni? Ọba ebi ló ń parí. Èmi náà ti ìgbà kan. Èmi náà láìpẹ́ yìí. Nǹkan tí mo rí ọ̀sán dájú pé mọ́tò rẹ̀ nígbẹ́ ní fort. Ó dẹ̀ padà ní.
Might look like a skit, like a content, but that is the reality. Yorùbá tó jẹ́ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ a máa jẹun, a máa yó ní búkà. Àwa dẹni tí kò lè jẹ ẹ̀pà àti bread, the basic. And also, some people were quick to wonder we should not link them with Professor Banji Akintoye and Sunday Igboho. I'm just jumping now because of my time. Professor Banji Akintoye's legacy will be that of a well-read man who passionately sought to destroy the delicate thread that held this only Yoruba Baba Akintoye legacy will be that of a well-read man who passionately sought to destroy the delicate thread that held this multi-ethnic, multilingual, heterogeneous country together. Kò ní dá fún bàbá ẹ̀ ni mo sọ, bàbá ò ní ṣoríire. Ṣé bàbá ẹ̀ wà lára àwọn tó pinlẹ̀ Nàìjíríà? Born bastard. What is that? Tó ń sọ fún wa pé Baba Akintoye legacy will not be remembered. Do you understand what this idiot Yoruba people, àwọn fẹ́ yẹ ká wà nínú Nigeria? I don't know whether he lives in Nigeria or outside, I care less. Do you understand that? Pé àwa gbọ́dọ̀ wà nínú Nigeria. So Baba Akintoye legacy will be remembered as somebody that wants to destroy what Oyinbo people create. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ mọ̀ Oyinbo. I live with them for 24 years. They are one of the good peoples. They are citizens. But when it comes to their government, especially during that era, they are the most evil people you can ever think of. And we will never forgive them for the crime against humanity done on Africa. Gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó kú sínú sea nígbà tó ń kó wọn kúrò during the slave trade ló máa bí gbogbo wọn lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ìyẹn lélẹ̀ wá ní Baba Akintoye legacy àní rántí ẹ̀ mọ̀. Bàbá ẹ̀ wọ́n ní rántí legacy bàbá ẹ̀ débi wọ́n máa rántí tiẹ̀. Mo ní bá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ born bastard. I write with the utmost respect for Baba Akintoye's age. He's old enough to be my father. Baba Onishorire is not your father. But anyone messing with Nigeria corporate existence will hear from me without apology. Do you see the reason why I have to go hard on him this afternoon? Only gbogbo èèyàn ọmọ Yorùbá pátá mo ní sọ̀rọ̀ ìdí sẹ́yìn. Only gbogbo yín pátá tẹ́ bá go against pé kí Nigeria kó dúró. Ó ní kíní kan máa ṣe wá. Mo gbé yẹn sẹ́yìn pé nǹkan kan ní ṣe wá. Ìtarakùnrin yìí sọ fún wa nìyẹn o. Kò ṣe mi nìkan ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀, kò ṣe Baba Akintoye ló ń bá sọ̀rọ̀. Gbogbo ìran ọmọ Yorùbá pátá tó fẹ́ kúrò nínú tí olórí burúkú àwọn Britain tó kó papọ̀. Ó ní gbogbo ẹ̀ pátá ó máa padà wá bá gbogbo wa ní. Bàbá àwọn family ò ní ṣoríire fún ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ yìí. Àwọn wo ni Britain tó create Nigeria? Tí wọ́n sọ fún wa pé a ní kúrò nínú Nigeria. Mo sọ fún yín pé agbé oró yẹn agbésára ni. Ó kù díẹ̀. Ó kù díẹ̀ chinchini. Do you see what this man is talking about? Only, please, I write with the utmost respect for Baba Akintoye and all the Yoruba that are wanting to exit Nigeria. Pé gbogbo wa pátápátá látòkè délẹ̀, arúgbó ni, ọmọdé ni, omidan ni, ẹni tó ṣe ìbílẹ̀ ni. If you want the self-determination, ó náà ó máa make sure pé any one of us messing with the Nigeria corporate existence, they will hear from me. Ọmọ Yorùbá náà délélé kò ní dá fáwọn ìran ẹ̀, àwọn ìran ò ní ṣoríire. Èmi Ọláyọmí Kóìkì ni mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. But we have one of our doctors that responded back, and I'm going to read that quickly before we go. And thank you so much, Dr. Gbenga Adeyeye, for going back hard on him. And around message by Loye Kama Fonsita. That draft was sent to everybody. I don't know whether you got yours. Resetting the truth a defense of Professor Adebanji Akintoye advocacy for peaceful Yoruba self-determination. Dear Mr. Abiodun Ishola Ladipo, your recent critique of Professor Senator Adebanji Akintoye, a venerated figure in the discourse of the Yoruba self-determination, is as perplexing as disheartening. It appears you have chosen to engage in a dialogue concerning the sovereignty of the Yoruba nation without a firm grasp of historical, cultural, political nuance that underpin this complex issue. First and foremost, allow me to illuminate the statue of Professor Akintoye. That is a man of eminent qualifications and contribution, a celebrated alumnus of the distinguished Ibadan School of History, a respected scholar of international acclaim, a former senator of the Nigerian Second Republic, and an unwavering advocate for the restructuring of the Nigerian Federation to better serve its diverse ethnic groups, particularly the youth of the Yoruba people. His advocacy for Yoruba self-determination is not born of a whimsical desire for division, but stem from a profound understanding of the historical injustice, current challenges facing the Yoruba people within Nigerian state that cannot eat 3 square meals. Your assertion that Professor Adebanji Akintoye was in any way responsible for the regrettable event at the Ibadan Secretariat is both unfounded and reckless. It is a gross misrepresentation of his lifelong commitment to achieving Yoruba sovereignty through peaceful and legal means. To insulate otherwise is to ignore the clear disavowal of violence by Professor Akintoye, and his principle stand on dialogue and legal process. Furthermore, your attempt to link him with the actions of individuals whose principles and methods diverge significantly from is a decisive to the truth. It is well known that Professor Adebanji Akintoye and individuals like Dupe Onitiri do not see eye to eye on many issues, including the method of advancing the Yoruba cause. This discrepancy in approach is crucial and cannot be overlooked by anyone genuinely interested in the interests of the movement of the Yoruba self-determination. Regarding Chief Dr. Sunday Igboho, it is evident that you have failed, and many of you will fail. But when it over against Oloye Igboho, àwọn alálẹ̀ Yorùbá wọ́n máa wà against gbogbo yín nítorí pé he stood at the appropriate time and is still standing for one peaceful means of Yoruba people from the existence of the contraction. Àwọn kan tẹ̀ tí màmá sọ pé ẹ kò bá dúró lọ́rọ̀ bólú Fúlàní ṣe ń pa wá. Ṣé Fúlàní inú gbọ́ nìkan ló ń pa yín ni? Economic wise, the Yoruba people have been destroyed by the same Fulani cabals. Many of us cannot survive it. So if you think that it's about today, I told you that my mom left Nigeria around 90s. Dollar was not 40 naira. Born bastard. These were women that were traveling with nothing less than $200,000 at any given point when they were going to do business. She knew that problem was coming in Nigeria. She left, leaving 4 children in Nigeria, sent them to boarding school, and here I am today shouting for self-determination. And some of you idiots will come here and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, what are you doing in London? It's because my mom saw the vision that Nigeria was dead. So she decided to take that bold step as a businesswoman, as a secretary to the Mobile Oil, as at that time, had the privilege to remain in Nigeria, but she refused because Nigeria was going down in the 90s. Bomb bastard all over the place. Oh, what are you doing in the UK? It's because my mom saw the vision that Nigeria was not worth staying inside anymore. It is evident that you fail to appreciate the distinction between his advocacy for Yoruba right and the action of those who resort to violence. Chief Dr. Sunday Igboho's fight is for justice and the protection of the Yoruba lands and people from real and present danger. Are we not in danger? Are we not in danger today as Yoruba people? We remain in danger until we exit Nigeria. Aligning with the brother goals of Yoruba self-determination advocate by Professor Akintoye. Your article, Mr. Abiodun Ishola Ladipo, seems less an informed critique and a more misguided attempt at gaining notoriety by associating your name with that of a reverse elder and scholar. That is not only unfortunate, but also counterproductive to the cause of the fostering understanding and dialogue among all Yorubas regarding the future of our dear land. In closing, I urge you to engage more deeply with the history and the current realities of the Yoruba struggle for self-determination. Genuine dialogue requires understanding, empathy, and a commitment to the truth. Only then we hope to advance the cause of justice and equity for all peoples within Nigeria. And I'll play the late legend that was killed that told us that it is time that Yoruba people exit Nigeria.
Àwọn jẹ́ àwọn ọmọ wa tí wọ́n ní iṣẹ́ dáadáa lọ́wọ́ tó jẹ́ pé inú wa sì dùn wípé Ọlọ́run bùkún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ti bá ọkàn wọn dá májẹ̀mú wípé ní agbára Ọlọ́run by 2000 AD òmìnira máa dé fúnlẹ̀ káàkiri òmìnira. Èmi sì mọ̀ dájú wípé Ọlọ́run Oòduà, Ọlọ́run Ọ̀rànmíyàn, Ọlọ́run Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀, Ọlọ́run Adékúnlé Ajáṣí, amúwadé ilẹ̀ tuntun náà níbi tí ẹ̀gbin ìyà àti ìrẹ́jẹ kò ní sí fún ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire mọ́. Tàbá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ilẹ̀ ìlérí tí a fẹ́ lọ yìí. Àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ òye wọ́n máa kù bí egbére. Lójú àwọn egbére tí mò ń wí, ó dàbí ẹni pé ohun ẹ̀yẹ ni kí ènìyàn máa wà nú ẹ̀gbin, nú ìyà, nú ìrẹ́jẹ. A bá sì fojú wo kì í ṣe àwa Yorùbá nìkan ni à ń jẹ ní Nàìjíríà. Bí Yorùbá ti bọ̀ wọ́n ní àrùn tó ń ṣe ojì náà ló ń ṣọ̀ọ́dún. Ohun tó ń ṣe Abọ́yadé kọ́ o. Ìyà tó ń jẹ sógbẹ̀ ìlábẹ́kúta ń kọ́. Òun náà ló ń jẹ Súlè ní Kòńtàgò. Èmi tó bá ń pa ọ̀rọ̀ máa ń wà ní Adó-Èkìtì kọ́. Ṣó yàtọ̀ sí èyí tó pa Ìkejì ní Abakaliki. Nígbà tí mo sọ Ìkejì ní ìsìn, wà rántí. Ìwà láyé ló jẹ́ kí rántí.
May his gentle soul rest in peace. Thank you so much, my brother Oreoluwa Ladeji says, and I quote, thank you so much, my brother there, Oluwa Sheyi Farah Femi, say, God bless you and your family, and same goes to you as well. You also said, I love the way you speak. I have lived there for 24 years. And that is the reason why a bit of accent is in there. But I love my Yoruba, even though I might not be able to speak it properly. Oreoluwa Sokwe, people who don't understand the inequality in Nigeria are stupid. They know, my brother, but they are just trying to deceive us so that we can love Nigeria more. You went further to say, I have lived in the north, like many Yoruba people and the other ethnic indigenous people. I have seen the injustice. Let us not be stupid. And thank you so much for that. Vikings say, let him come out and have a debate with us that believe it is time to stand on our own. Thank you so much. Let me quickly use this opportunity because, as you all know, the children are coming back from school. But like I always say, we are just playing our part. You could be the same person sitting here. I am not better off than any one of you, especially at Tewani. I always like to emphasize on that. But mo dajo Tewani le lo. Oko je pe bi to bi olukaluku wa si ati vision táwọn parents wa rí. My mom saw that vision in the 90s when she traveled out of Nigeria. And all her children left Nigeria as well. I pleaded with my mom to attend Unilag, and my mom said, no, you're not going to any university in Nigeria. You are even better off to come and work here and gain experience. So if you're arriving in UK, you will need some experience before they can get you. I am not the most outspoken Yoruba person, but on this journey, I will protect and defend the Yoruba people, and that is why I said I am your last man standing. Don't tell me I am aggressive when Nigeria has been aggressive on us for 63 years. The unity is not there. The Onyibo people, and I'm only Onyibo because my mom doesn't like me to use the word I want English. I want Onyibo, we are complete different breeds of people. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń lọ lára wa, ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó ń lọ níbí báyìí, òun náà ló ń lọ lára tiwọ. Ìyàtọ̀ tó fi di pé o fresh ni pé it's because you are not nurtured that body. Tó bá nurture body yẹn dáadáa, á jáde. Tó bá jẹ́ olòṣì, jẹ́ kójú ẹ̀ sílé olówó kan for the 1 week, wà á rí pé ẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ̀ máa yọ, gbogbo àwọn máa dán. We just want a better life. Don't be deceived anymore. I am not saying that you should go out there and become a nuisance with the politicians, but our politicians know that the history of the Yoruba people must return back to the true indigenous people, not the fake one. And like this man say, yes, I am very passionate about this. And you also say, not only that, traveling is a risk of life as at 8 p.m. in Nigeria, even in Lagos State. We appreciate those that are doing the work as the governor, but we expect them until the dissolution of Nigeria, they must make sure that Omo Yoruba come first before any other person. That does not mean that we hate the other ethnic. And like I always say, if I was in Nigeria, I but what we are saying is that there is no unity called Nigeria. It is completely gone. And I'm just waiting for that call. As soon as I get that call, I'm going to shut it down. But it's always better to shut it down before that call comes in. But maybe, just maybe, we should just listen to this man, the late Obawa Jani and Topobaku. It was a privilege to follow Igboho to the palace. Niya Rao Bagongon. Yes, lóòótọ́ ni Nigeria máa lọ. It is time that we go. But don't be deceived by anybody. My friend, Mr. Koiki, do not let anybody shakama and you. You know, get British as, are you sure? Are you really sure that I don't have the accent? Can you literally say, I don't have the accent? I'm sure you know that. If I have to travel and come out to the country, there's a way that I will now understand what they are saying at the airport as against when I arrived 24 years ago. Because 24 years ago, everything I said, I don't even know whether it was tallied with the visa. I just said yes, yes, yes. But they stamped me in. But this time around, each time I return back to UK, the first thing is immigration officer asks me, where are you traveling from? You will not understand that because I'm just returning back from Nigeria. I had a great time there. That was when I used to be, I think, you know, when I don't jump, I'm a you know, when you're coming back, as soon as you arrive Heathrow, that energy just changed. You know, and that's why some people still think that Nigeria is a good country. It's not Nigeria, it's our territory. Amala Shita, Amala this, Amala that. I know that, you know. And what I always say to the immigration officer, and it's just a tip for you when you're coming, just say that I have missed fish and chips. With the peas. I'm not have you ever been here before? No, but you know, I've been told about you're coming for the first time with a visa. Just say that I look forward to the fish and chips. I'm not because Oyinbo gidi to ba wa lo ole ma je Oyinbo Korea, àwọn Nigerians, Africans, àwọn Asian, àwọn náà ṣiṣẹ́ nínú immigration, and I'm just, you know, we finished the program. I'm just, you know, adding this to it. Àwọn yẹlé máa wò pé àbúwé rèé kí ni kàn mí pẹ̀lú fish and chips. But tó bá rí Òyìnbó gidi tó wá jágbàlagbà, ṣáà sọ fún pé I can't wait to have fish and chips. Where is the best place to have it? Wàláì, akọ̀lù visa ẹni kò ní wò nǹkan kan mọ́. It is called engagement. But nígbà tí èmi náà kọ́kọ́ dé, gbogbo tó ń bí mi mọ̀ gbọ́n kankan. Mo gbọ́ nothing. Òtútù tó mú mi ni pé, though even though èmi mo lọ gba visa fúnra mi ní l'Abuja. I went to the British High Commission in Abuja to get the visa myself. Èyí tẹ̀ lọ́kì nísìn, ìfẹ́ kan jù sọ́hun ni. I did an interview. Interview ni mo ṣe. Mo ṣe interview ni. Many people want me to talk about immigration, but I always have the time to do so. But we are solving a lot of our people that are arriving. Like I said, I don't have money to give you, but if you enter this country and you say you're not going anymore, call me. I'll tell you what to do. It's not for social media. It's a private conversation. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí à ń pè. As at last night, I was still dealing with some problems. Many Nigerians that are arriving, some of you will settle down quickly, while some of you will struggle. Ó ní ọ̀kan tó dé tó struggle there, but I think settle it down. Mo kí àǹtí mi l'Amẹ́ríkà. Mo dẹ̀ kí àǹtí mi kan tí mo pè lánàá. Even those that are still within the Nigerian community, is a press of a call to them. Because mo ṣe bàjẹ́ nínú Nigerian community. I was serving the Nigerian community for 10 years without being paid. UK is a good place if you have the privilege. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, don't come to UK. Tell that person to return back to Nigeria. They're born bastard. But one thing is, for how long are we going to be outside? That is the question. There's a lot of things that needs to be done. I just want to go and live in Ijebu-Ode, but I don't want to live in Ijebu-Ode where I am having the conversation like this and the police is coming to my door because what disagree with me. How can I join the Nigerian community? If you live in the UK, get in touch with me. Find my number from my website. I will connect you to the Nigerian community. And it's good to be part of the Nigerian community because Nigeria is still operating, okay? Until we finally dissolve Nigeria, then everybody go their separate ways. It is called the Central Association of Nigeria in UK, under the chairman of Ayo Akinfe. Check him out on Instagram. He put 10 bullet points for the last 10, 15 years I've known him. If the government had made use of one of his bullet points, maybe the country would have moved past where it is today. And they have a lot of different sectors. They have Egbe Ekiti, Egbe Oyo, and all that, Ijebu-Ode and all that. But the problem is I have just decided not to find myself in that community anymore. But there's a lot of Yoruba community in UK as well that you can be part of as well. So just reason let me wind the program down. Thank you so much. If you're new to the platform, I know many of you are new and read your comments, but don't tell me I am aggressive. I am not terrorist. Benny, like I said, I worked in the community. And to know woman, you can try to play hypocrisy. Sometimes I see people on the street, maybe because they are APC. I'm not fighting APC. If you're APC, you have the right. I have done media work for them. Some I got paid during when Buhari was there and when they were still doing their own. Sometimes they call us PDP. Even Showore. I didn't get money from Showore anyway because I thought Showore was going to be president. I was expecting Showore to be president, but Showore Dibo for Showore now. Showore was in my studio. We were all at the university, East London University. And I just shing by we go on the platform. And I came to Nigeria to follow up with the convention of Showore in Ikeja. People say I'm aggressive. I'm not. Boko Haram are the ones aggressive. Every Lebanese that is playing don't forward palori terrorist. That's why I refuse to go back on TikTok. Because for the fact that TikTok can remove me because I am saying the truth, and then they allow terrorists to continue to operate. I don't know whether they are taking down their pages, but all the videos I'm saying is coming from TikTok, where a terrorist, I'm sure some of you have seen the videos. We feel your pain, but the only way we can do it now is not by any more election. Election cannot solve the problem. Let's come back to the reality. So let me just appreciate many of you that have joined us. Thank you so much once again. Did I start the Twitter space? I did not. But at least we had the Twitter there. Thank you so much, all my 71 people we did here. I appreciate every one of you. I feel the pain. I feel the pain of many of you, not because we're doing Yoruba Nation. I feel the pain each time I've been home since 2015. The pain is too much. The pain is just too much. It's a deliberate pain. Kí ló dé? Tá bá tẹ̀ mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀, nísìnyí tá ti mọ̀, let's fold the hands together. Gbogbo àwọn táwọn don't waste time ara wọn yẹn, á sọ fún wọn. It doesn't work like that. My mom doesn't like me saying that, Pamaja. She always cautioned me. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. I don't like it. My wife as well doesn't like it. But one thing is that even if that is going to happen, push as much as this. I know, I mean, UK is just, what it is. Toba anyway, you can't do much. Toba anyway, yes, you can. And like I always say, in Toba BC UK, you will go through immigration. It's not a disease. Don't hide it. Koda TV say about to expire to Bawa need with me. I'll tell you what to do. You have every right to live here as well. But through proper immigration. Don't hide away from there. Mom si temi ngba kan ngba tí mo ní mo lọ sí home office. Ìyá ẹ̀ kọ́ wò mí pé home office ló dárúkọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn máa ń sá fún home office ni. Mo ná ẹ̀yin lẹ́ ń sá. So kò ń ṣe lẹ́ni lẹ́ṣẹ̀ ń rí àwa tí ń sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn lẹ́yìn tẹ́lẹ̀ kó tó di pọ́rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation dé. You know there will always be a generation that will be different. When our parents came here, ilé ńlá ló máa ń pè. People have jumped from the window and died. Àti rí àǹtí wa kan ó fi ọ̀bẹ gé ara wọn lọ́wọ́. Nígbà tó gbọ́ pé home office lọ gbéyàn kan nínú ilé wọ́n mọ̀ gbà tó slice ọwọ́ ara wọn. They've given us that fear. Lẹ́ni nísìn, I just don't want to be immigration, I don't do visa. I will not ask you to send money for visa and you're not paying me for consultation. But I will guide you to at least how you can settle down here, even if you decide not to go with your visa. But you have to do the right thing. Don't run away from immigration. They can't do anything. Okay, you need our money. Don't issue visa wa. Club if you're lucky. Okay, some jobs they don't tell you, they don't disclose that I work there. Some people they will tell you. I work with immigration. I work with the UK via. I know a couple of Yoruba people that are working in that sector here in UK. Everybody has job role. Awata de nishe ekuku ti bu apa nishe adedupe folon. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni owó ni kókó ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú dé like owó. Ẹ bá ń fa account number síta. Ẹja gbowó. Ẹ tẹ̀ fún mi lówó Jímọ̀ náà. Ẹja gba náírà. Ta ló máa fún wa ní 100,000? Ta ló máa fún mi ní 10,000? Ẹ máa kó dìgbà tá bá sick. Ọlọ́run já sick náà. Tá máa tọrọ owó àìsàn. Àwọ̀ gbowó àìsàn ní bíbá yìí. Viking said maybe we should continue playing the video clips of all the previous leaders, what they all say about the unity. Okay, we might see if I can play it, but definitely a call is going to come in now. Koiki àwọn ọmọ ẹ ti wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. So ẹ jẹ́ appreciate yín now. Ká tó máa lọ. Bàbá mi Shitu mo kí ìyá mi Amudalat Owóyẹmí mo kí Alubarika Jimoh Tuwaile Adeniyi mo kí gbogbo àwọn platforms pátápátá. Ẹ má bẹ̀rù ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé pé wọ́n máa mú yín kankan. Ẹ má bẹ̀rù, okay? Nobody will pick you up. Even àwọn ọmọ mi náà pè mí àwọn ọmọ tó bá mi ọ̀gá ṣé mo sì lè máa wọṣọ Yorùbá mo ní no why not? Ẹ máa wọṣọ Yorùbá Nation kò sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Kì í ṣe terrorist àrẹ ń ṣe criminal. Mr. Bamidele Mohammed mo kí yín. Gani ta ló máa mú juice mi tó kù ṣe máa mú kí n pass it through social media. Mo kí bàbá mi John Ogundele. Ẹ má bínú pé sometimes we run a lot of programs that burns your data. I wish that we have Elon Musk satellite tí mo lè ní. Ó yá ẹ connect mọ́ kẹ́ máa lò. Just reason mo kí triple DRS. Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Yẹmi Fatoki. Ó yá sáré máa kí èmi náà kí n lè rántí orúkọ yẹn tẹ́ wà lórí platform. Bàbá wa Wasiu Akinyele, one of my brother, keep up the good work you're doing. Those of us who believe in the struggle will continue to pray for you. Mo kí ẹ̀gbọ́n ìyá mi Ọlájire Koka. Mo kí àǹtí mi náà Jire Joseph. I know many of you expect me to say certain things. You're expecting me, but olórí kunkun ni mí. I just sometimes don't want to. Glasgow mo ń bọ̀ níbẹ̀. Ó tutù jù. Ọ̀dọ̀ yẹn ti tutù. Bí a ní sìnṣá ẹ bá ń kí Máyégún General. Èèyàn ti Koikimedia. Brother mi dáadáa tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ takuntakun. Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn Ìjẹ̀bú. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti sá kúrò lọ́dọ̀ wa náà kò mátà. Ìyá mi Tona Ade Victoria mo kí àwọn sister mi nìyàn. Ojú yín ló fresh báyìí. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá máa ń fine. Ó yẹ pé mo ti níyàwó tó wà lọ́wọ́ mi ni. Àwọn Yorùbá máa ń fine gan. Beautiful. Silver Badmus mo rí ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀. So mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Brother mi Adebola Aduni Abiyawa Deni no ọkùnrin ni yeah. Bàbá lẹ́kìtì Twiley Bàbá dáadáa Akingbade Ayo Williams. Your tutorial has taught many which way to go. We can't remain in this slave camp of British Fulani longer. Britain, easy mo kí ẹ mo tẹ̀ kí ẹ látẹ̀ǹkan easy nìkan dẹ̀ ló máa ń sáré fún mi lówó nísìn. Òun nìkan ló ń fún wa lówó, àwọn tó kò fún wa lówó. Ẹ má bínú pa ní mixella lénìí. So mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí. Bàbá mi wọ́n ní àwọn enjoy program mi. Bóyìnbó ṣe ń gbádùn sìgá. People are tired, they want to go back home. Not even tired. Ó ti sọ àwa kan. Wallahi ta'ala isma billahi la huwa. Easy, brother mi tó wọlé nísìn Aziz yẹn. Tẹ́ bá rí mọ́lẹ̀ ní America. Ó fẹ́ wá ṣe similar things sí Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde. Ṣé ibi tí kò sí náà, ibo ló máa kó gbogbo oúnjẹ sí? A máa bàjẹ́ mọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Thank you to our Biafra brothers. I know a lot of you are listening to us as well. In as much as I said at the beginning that this is a Yoruba broadcast today. We have many bastards in Nigeria. Their brains are not working. Alan Conde. Brother Milawa Kende. Very good talk, Mr. Koiki, but the truth is bitter. That's the problem. Hey, Falana Muyiwa Muki. Mukenta wani Port Harcourt. Mukenta wani. Look, all like somebody, Falana Muyiwa studied at the Federal University of Technology Akure. Oye Katima developed so many things. Oye Ki, we should at least have a good life. Okada is not a form of transportation. You have a good transportation, it will work very well. Omitola Kende Shegoni, when in no place like home, but I don't want that to say that. Rukijan Moke, brother me, Kentos Mokiboboyi, if you have the means to get to UK, through student, through COS, whatever means, come to UK. Don't let anybody tell you UK is full up. It is not full up. Come down here. Jim Rasak Muke, we already have many bastards among us. We hope that they will listen. My brother, is just look at this. Look at Awusa Fulani, idiot human being. Abiodun is a fool. Definitely is a fool. We know some of you are watching me from the platform of Aluka Ati, my brother, Omobolaji Abdullah Muke, Olakunle, thank you so much. Let me quickly appreciate those of you on Afonja TV. I know a couple of you are always there. More transmit loss. All right, let me send the distribution. Can you imagine? More cross post. But actually lost it. Download our videos. Hey, Bishop Adesina. Then Koiki, it's been a couple of days. We didn't see you. When I go quiet like that, I'm in my own transit. I be killer back me. If you're not on a honeymoon or whatever. Sometimes I just stay back and monitor things, for whatever reason. But whatever it is, God of the Yoruba land, Jesus Christ, we're not doing Yoruba Nation because we want to promote our tradition. No, it's not like that. We love everybody and we appreciate the work that everybody is doing. And then comment now, it's a lot of work. SK Boss, Adewale Mukim, don't let anybody fool you that Yoruba people will not survive if we dissolve out of Nigeria. Let me go now. Thank you so much because and on that note, let's play the anthem. Mukia to be Milomo. Baba Kitoye, Twile, Igbowosha, Irumole Tonshekini, Ama Nife Kuni. We love you too much. Too much. Bobak Benisi, Tobari miss call me within 10-30 seconds. Coordinator, everything was okay. Mania, Mukofi connecting, can't come yini. It's just a very humble guy. Keke Okuzmoki, if I didn't mention your name, don't take it personal. I'm sure you all know that we love you on this platform. If you know how to log down program to Kuna, Tia Omi, if I disturb me, Lale, Apadawa. Yomani, but it's of one Padaba, what Baba was Soja Mansuni. Soja can swim, my color bonnet up with Mansun. Soja can swim. That's what I always tell my wife. Thank you so much, everyone. To all the Koikimedia team, F1 in era, checking the account number and sit up into my law. Yes or no? Keko bawa raise owo kekere ka fi ṣe fàájì ní Friday. Ìyá mi Bukola _bubbling. Ẹ jẹ́ mo rántí ìgbà tí mo sì nǹkan tó travel lọ sí UK. Adéwálé Àyùbá ló ń ròní. Kí ni mo sọ ti pè mí. Ara máa ń sọ nìyẹn. All right, mo ti ń bọ̀. All right. We gotta go now. Ẹ jẹ́ kó máa bọ́. Thank you so much. Kabega, Ìṣọ̀kan tó gbìnìra. Ìkẹjẹ ká máa lè bá tẹ̀síwájú ọ̀pọ̀ ire. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi fà. Àtọ̀hún tó dára. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ Odùduwà. Ọmọ Odùduwà ni. Ìjọba máa wà lórí tó máa gba gbogbo àgbáyé lọ lágbára Elédùmarè. Àwa ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ gbogbo adúláwọ̀. Àwa ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ gbogbo adúláwọ̀. Gbogbo adúláwọ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ àpá káùntì ẹ̀ka tó lọ 30, 96, 80, 88, 48. Ṣe ẹ gbọ́ dáadáa. First Bank, Olayomi Koiki. Èmi náà ni 30, 96, 80, 88, 48. 3096 80 8848. Mama retí yín o. Ẹ lè share receipt pẹ̀lú mi. One love. Thank you so much. God bless Yoruba land. Bye for now.